What's going on, my crazy peoples out there in this world today? It's your boy here, Big Man TV, and I am back with another edition of Open Up. Yes, Open Up. Girl, a lot going on. I don't know why. Girl, I'm gonna tell y'all something like straight up. Y'all need a fucking vacation in the sector. Like straight up. Y'all need a vacation. Y'all need to get off the child. Look, it's a lot going on today, y'all. It's a lot going on today, y'all. I was sitting in my house and I was like, God darn it, diggity damn. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? All right, tonight on Open Up. Hey, brother. Hey, sister. What's good? Girl, I seen your comedian walk. Girl, I know you was outside enjoying that darn sunshine and walking with the fam and all that stuff, girl. And you had to never come on here and see if I'm what I'm doing, girl. What's going on with me and Chuck? I don't know, girl, I don't know. I don't know, cause Chucky hit me up on my DM talking about. I don't know what. If Chucky would have come on, I'd drop the link and we could talk about it. But girl, I ain't do nothing to Chucky. Like I ain't say nothing to Chuck Dog. She see Chuck Dog. If you in the building, I'm gonna drop the link for you, my brother. But dang, I ain't do nothing to you, bro. Bro, you hit me up on my DM and stuff talking about you feel like you've been misused, baby boy. I will call you baby boy. You cool with me, but yeah, he was upset. I don't know why he was upset for because I ain't do nothing to that boy. I ain't do nothing to him. Shit, I ain't do nothing to Chucky. Chucky. I don't know what. I don't know what. See, this what happened, right? And I'm gonna say this. This what happened. Chucky felt like that me and Juice Revolve was using him. I ain't talking. He said you didn't pay him. What the? Hold on. Whoa. Hold. Now we gotta talk about that. Now we gotta talk about that. Now, Now, I figured. So, Hold up. Wait a minute. I'm putting a link there. You need to come up here. We need to talk about that because he ain't say nothing about no paying. He ain't say no. He said he had a surprise for me. He did all this stuff in the back of motherfucking chips and everything else. See, Chucky, I don't play that little mind games. I don't play that little shit. No. You did a joint for me, and you did it out of love and support. And you coming out talking about I ain't pay you, man. You're crazy. Girl, hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a fuck minute. Hold on. Did this nigga, did this ragatouille boy said I ain't pay him? But he doing drawings for me and stuff like that. Now we got an issue. Now we got a problem. Now we have a problem. We have a problem here. Because you did the drawings for me. You sent it to my DM. You ain't say nothing about no goddamn paying. You ain't say nothing about no price. You ain't say nothing about that. I swear on my money, god darn it life, that Chucky did tell me that I had to pay for my own fucking logos. I swear on my god darn life, Chucky, this ain't no money resign over here, partner. You come over here, you show me your stuff and all that stuff in the back of my chips. You say you have surprise for me and all that, but nigga, don't come on here and tell me that I gotta pay you for you to draw some shit for me. Nigga, I can draw my own damn logos. I can do all damn shit. Now that's kind of throw overboard right here. Let me bring my sister up right quick. I swear now I'm mad. Pay him. Let me calm down first, y'all. Let me calm down. Uh, girl, see this right about these audio issues these mothers be having. She has a good phone, and she got audio issues. Girl. Flo, girl, Flo, you need come on back, Flo. You fix that. But no, we have an issue here now. You came up here, we show you, we promote your stuff and stuff like that. I ain't saying nothing about no you paying me for promote your shit. I promote your shit online and stuff like that in the back of motherfucking chip. There's a way to pay them cash. I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna look at you crazy right now. Oh, hello. Hello. Girl. Hold on, because I can't. Now, what you say?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you
Hey,
now.
big man.
Hold on. So, hold on,
My
girl. You always outside during a beautiful day. Now, Chucky got upset with me
oh,
on some.
I'm eating. I'm eating.
You what?
Oh no, I was eating.
Oh, what you eating?
Um, I had Jamaican black pepper shrimp with chicken from the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, I'm mad at you. You always go to the cheesecake factory without me. But any, but anyhow, I don't know what's your issue with your friend Chucky dog, but he hit me up on Instagram talking about he upset with me and Revolve, because he did some pictures for me, but he ain't say nothing to me about paying him.
I know. That's why I asked him. I asked him. Did hold on?
That nigga, he get don't make me.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hold on, my sound went out again.
Oh Lord, girl, it's all about the sound and stuff, girl. Jesus Christ. Girl, get us some Wi-Fi. But no, that really pissed me off. He ain't say nothing about no price. He ain't say nothing about no paying. He said nothing about all this. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, Chucky, man, Chucky. I'm like, I'm like, damn, dude. All right, now I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, so basically, Chucky brought it to my attention that he felt used.
Well, let me tell you like this.
And those
He
are
hit
his
me.
exact words. That's not added words or anything. That's what he told me. He felt used, and he felt like you were. Hold on. Let me see what he said. He felt like basically you were using him, probably not giving him enough promotion, and
Excuse me.
then he sent me his cash app to give to you for his.
Excuse me. Promotion. Not
Yeah,
giving.
like you didn't give him no type of payment or promotion, and you were just using him to produce pictures. And I asked him, well, did you discuss this with Big Man?
And he said, "Yeah, I swear he lying."
He said, yeah. And then
Oh, he lying. He ain't never discussed nothing with me.
I said, did you remind him? And he never responded back.
That
So,
nigga. Let me tell you something. I don't trust liars. I told you that from this goes. I would catch somebody lying on my name now. I've been telling people that. But let me tell you something. That Chucky dude, he the one did them pictures for me. He didn't want to put my name on all them pictures. So I don't have to pay him a nut. I don't have to pay him shit. Big Man TV don't do fucking promotions over here. But Chucky, I gave you a free pass over here because you're a good artist, and I what's that word I had? I told you that on Instagram, on DM. I said you're good. You're a good artist. That's it. I don't put you like honestly though, like this is really pissing me off with these artists and stuff trying to get over a big man TV because the fact is that Chucky and then I don't get this look. I don't get him sometimes because sometimes he's weird and he's your friend, but sometimes I'm your brother and I'm saying what's on my mind, what's on my feelings. But dude, you did not like he did not ask me for no damn money.
hmm
He just said, "Oh, I got a surprise for you, big man." Boo, 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 and that's what he said. And he showed me the surprise. He showed me the pictures, and that's it. At the end of the day, don't come on my DM and ask me, oh, I'm not gonna do nothing for you or just for Vaughn or for some. But nigga, at the end of the day, ain't no promotions come over here at Big Man TV. Ain't no like, dude. If you want to promote your stuff, make a damn channel and promote your shit on your own. And that's how I feel right now because he talking about cash app him, and you want me to send him his cash app to me. Oh hell to the motherfucker no. You know, my name is all on them pictures, so he can't do shit about it.
I mean, personally, I don't do that. I'm not sending around people cash apps. So, I mean, if he hit you up, he should have been able to vocalize that with you.
Yeah, and that's the craziest thing because he sent you his cash out to send to me. Like, dude, I'm not made of money. Look, I'm not made of money.
I
I'm
mean,
only
I personally didn't send it to you. I just like kind of ignored it because that's not between me. That's not ain't had nothing to do with me. I don't know what kind of arrangement y'all had.
it wasn't no
Um,
fucking arrangements at all, sis.
I just thought he liked to do art, and so
That's
I don't.
and that's why I see it. Like that's why I see it. Like it's like he just wanna.
But if you want money from you want compensation for your art, you gotta state that in the beginning before you start to issue out portraits and stuff. Because I'm an artist too, and I'm
Yeah,
not sitting
and
here.
I'm an
Well,
artist my
my
damn self.
painting, I have paintings that just sit on my wall, and sometimes people will be like, "I want that painting," and then I'll
Yeah,
sell it to them.
and that's the
But I
thing.
will, I will, I will definitely before I sell it to them, I'll let them know my price. Like, yeah, this one I'll sell to you for this amount of money. But I just thought that he was viewing art just because he loved it. But I don't know why he wouldn't tell you or disclose to you that he wanted some type of payment.
And that's that shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, because at the end of the day, like, he's a cool artist and all that shit. But at the end of the day, dude, don't come in my DM talking about, oh, I'm upset with me or Juice with Vol
And
because
that's the only conversation you had with him.
yeah, and that's what it pissed me off because like it's like he DM me
He
and
told well in the DMs he said he would pay when did that live that night. It's cool though.
that lied that night.
And he didn't respond. So I guess he's upset with me too now. But I didn't do nothing
You
personally.
didn't do nothing to this guy. Like honestly,
And
like
like if I'm asking you a question, if you saying that what you saying, not Chucky, if you in the bushes,
oh,
if
he in
you
the
saying
bushes, I know.
if you saying that you did something for Big Man, you had some type of arrangement, then you would be able to correspond back to what I said instead of just leaving me on scene because you brought that to my inbox. I didn't bring it to you. I didn't bring that issue to you. So if you brought an issue to me, you should be able to respond to me about what happened. Although Big Man
Mm.
is his own entity and what Big Man TV got going on, it does not have to do anything with me. I moderate and I support Big Man TV, but I mean, I don't know what he wanted me to do. Send you his Cash App and tell you to Cash App him.
Well, the answer. I'm gonna say this now. The answer is no, and the answer is now. I'm gonna have to block you because you like you sent me a YouTube video of a news article and stuff like that, and I told you I'll set up for some interviews coming up soon and stuff like that. And then you talking about you was upset with me and one of my minds because of some bullshit. To me, Chucky, honestly, you full of shit. I'm sorry. Like,
And then he changed his name today to sew something or whatever. And then he was asking Reed if she could help him with his T-shirt line.
so he tried to
So,
see this what he tried to do, and I'm gonna tell you right now. He tried to copy me.
He tried to copy you, big man.
Because remember I said I got a t-shirt line coming up soon.
But I thought he was supposed to be working with you.
And that's a good thing. That's a good question. I thought you were supposed to be working with me, Chucky. You trying to play me? Like seriously, I know you in my bushes because I know you still on Instagram Live. I know you still watching me. Come on, drop down. I want you to drop down because we got some questions. Are you trying to do what Big Man TV trying to do? Are you
Oh,
trying to be a
my
big boy?
assignment is due on Sunday. Yes. Okay. No, sorry. I thought I had a assignment. But yeah, I mean, like Chucky, if you want to push, drop down and hit the link because I'm confused. Like I thought you
I'm,
were cool, and it's a lot of people on YouTube that are being very
mm-hmm.
shisty,
Double
and
feisty.
I
And I
don't
know
think
damn
you
well one
was
of my
you were
I,
seeking. I don't think he was seeking Big Man TV out to use him and abuse him, but I just think it's some kind of miscommunication.
mm-hmm.
And maybe there is some type of miscommunication. I don't know, but he should hit the link or
He
something
should
and
hit
let us
that link.
know.
Jules Revolve, I know you in the building, and I know you probably somewhere around the set there somewhere.
But wait, how did Juice get into this? Like, what
This
happened?
I don't
Like,
know because
I know he made these photo. Listen, when he made the photo for me, I said,
mhm.
"Wow, that's so nice." I would frame it, but I'm not gonna just copy and paste his work. I would definitely like. I mean, I seen the work, but I'm not gonna copy and paste his work because me, I'm an artist myself, and
Uh-huh.
unless he offered me the original copy, then I wasn't gonna pay him. So I would hope he was offering people original copies.
And that's the thing. If he offered Big Man TV original copies of the stuff he do, yeah, I'll probably put it out there. Yeah, I'll probably do that. But at the same time, don't come in my DM and threaten me and ask me for money because that's a no no. That's a no no. That's
Wait,
don't do that because I would
every
not I would not
every
work
other
with you.
person in the hood is selling t-shirts. Exactly, but you know what makes t-shirts buying a t-shirt? Like I tell people, like when you're buying like I used to work in the fashion world. Okay, so I
Mm-hmm.
used to
Hey,
intern for Versace, Notori. I used to intern for Bohor. You could go check my. Well, I've taken
hey,
down a
talk to
lot
the
of
people. I'll
my.
be right back. I gotta get some water.
I've been taking down my. I've taken down some of my work, but I still have a catalog of all my designs, my fashions that I've made. And I went to Art Institute for Fashion and Design in New York before they shut it down and stuff. So I was offered a whole lot of opportunities, but one thing I learned is the art of design. And when you're putting t-shirts together, you want to keep it simple. You don't want to have too much letters on the shirt. You don't want the shirt to say so much, especially if you're using graphics. You got to choose whether you're going to have more graphics words or more words and graphics. You feel me? So I've seen a lot of people on the t-shirts out, and there's no really had a chance to learn, but nobody wants to wear a t-shirt that look like it came from the family reunion. Okay, everybody who wants a graphic t-shirt, they want to be stickers, something that's a little bit modern. Not too and not too much of your name on it. You got a polo shirt, shirt all over. Okay, you got a bright orange corner of the shirt. Hey, so I always try to give people tips, but I give free tips. I don't give pay. I don't give you tip and then say, hey, come holla at me over here. Yeah, where my payment? And then you're not asking me. You asking big man. So why would you come to me about payment? I don't do none of that. I don't play with no payments and no background. None of that. I don't do that. I work. I got my own money. Okay. I don't do yeah, it's all about quality. So that's why I thought gonna get together because he showed me and he came up with himself. And I even critiqued him. I said, you just don't want to put so many words on it. A logo, you don't want to say the logo words like that's on a shirt. You know, later for that. So I'm so confused. You don't play with that money background. That's like my own money. I got my business. Well, I'll you want me to hear me. Why he want to drop down like Chucky was on. And I was working in the fashion world. Like I had a internship with Bohor, and it was an up and coming designer from the Bronx, New York, and this woman she offered a stipend, and the stipend was for food and travel, and she paid for my Metro card or whatever. And this woman literally in her shop little office out the courtyard a second, which was for food travel. Anybody else be like, but she's not a Versace. She's not a Versace. Okay. Cause Versace, when I did work backstage for Versace, okay, they did more. They give me travel. But when I noticed that she was using me, I actually cut all ties and I just never returned because you got some people that take advantage of you. But I really don't think Big Man TV was taking advantage of Chucky because what is coming out is that Big Man TV was unaware that there was a receipt to these photos.
Oh
And
yeah.
yeah, I don't think. Are you sure this guy has never mentioned anything to you about any receipts or any payment?
Nope, no receipts, no payments, no nothing.
So he just said, "Hey, give me my money for the work I did."
Yeah.
But I thought y'all was supposed to get together for your t-shirts and designing
And
them.
that's the thing. And
And,
that's the thing.
eventually y'all could have figured out some kind of payment, but
This man, I don't like. I honestly, I could get like honestly though. Let me say, if you want to go and like, if you want to come and like DM me talking about you upset with me and Revolve, then why the fuck you trying to come on here in the first place? You know, I don't get it. And then you have the nerve to go over there and ask my homegirl Reed to help you make a T-shirt and all that. Man, that really pissed me off. Right? That's straight. That straight pissed me the fuck off.
I
Like,
saw him. That's why I kind of brought it up right now. Like, what's going on? Because I thought you and him had a t-shirt thing going on, but then I see
no, we
you.
don't have no T-shirt thing going on. I my own self have a T-shirt thing going on. Like honestly, me when I brought like honestly, my own business is Big Man TV. This is my brand. Chucky got his own thing going on. I asked Chucky to do like I asked Chucky, Chucky said he do artwork. But he ain't say nothing about no money. He ain't say nothing. So when Chucky brought like did some pictures and all that stuff, brought up on my live, he did not say nothing about no cash app or nothing. It was me. I remember it was
I
me,
think
you, and
didn't April say, where's April at? Because I think
yeah,
she was
April.
there.
Where's she at? You got
Because
her number.
I
Hit
think
on. Go
I
ahead.
think April would know. Like maybe he and April had some, because I know she wanted the designs or whatever. She liked his designs.
Yeah. So why
So
she? This the thing. This is the question I want to ask Chucky. If you was mad at me and Juice Revolve and you want to get paid, but why are you coming after me and Juice? The only person that was supposed to give, the only person said they was going to give you some money was April Walker, Cash App you for the pictures. So why the fuck you coming after the me and Juice? Like you told the whole world that you had a motherfucking surprise for me, and then you showed me the damn surprise. Like, dude, what you trying to do? You trying to
and I
sabotage?
mean, I know he sent me photos to send to you, but I never did it because honestly, I don't do that. Like,
No, see,
Big Man
this what
got
he
his
did.
own email. Big Man got his own email. He got his own Instagram. He got his
I
own
got my own
everything.
stuff.
Nothing business related, because I don't want nobody trying to take me to court, and I ain't got nothing to do with that. So I'm
And
trying to
this the
figure
thing
out
though. And
why
this
he
is and this
couldn't
the thing though.
figure it out with you.
This the thing though. It was no money involved for me. He sent me the photos on my Instagram. That's it. He sent it to my Instagram. Like, you DM me to my Instagram. You follow me on my Instagram. Like, dude, what is your issue? Big Man TV ain't say nothing about no prices. Nothing at all. You came on my show, promote your own artwork on my show for nothing. So don't be coming up here trying to lie on Big Man TV, because Big Man TV do not like liars at all. Now, if my homegirl Jules Revolve finds out that you was upset with her, she's gonna Flo will be back. She's gonna be really pissed off, and she's gonna be really angry. Like, seriously, like, dude, like that. I don't
So
get.
the messages. Chucky said he lost power, so I don't think he could hit a link. But he did say that you didn't even shout him out, but you continue to use the photos that he made.
Okay, give me time. Give me time. Hey, Miss Regine. Hey, boo boo. Give me time. I'm too busy working. I'm too busy doing commentary. I'm too busy doing other stuff. You gotta give me time to shout people out. You gotta give me time to do all that. I don't shout people out to the end of my show. Like, seriously, it's like I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just, at the end of my show, I shout people out. I say, shout out to who is it? Shout out to somebody that supports me. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you gotta give me time for that. I'm a one person machine over here. For real.
Well, I wish he could hit the link, that way you guys could talk it out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He can just,
Because
okay.
I think it's a misunderstanding.
Yeah, if you want to shout out Chucky, I'll give you a shout out. But at the end of the day, don't DM me and talk about I feel views and stuff. And you're the one came over here to Team Big Man. For real. It's a work in progress, like Miss Virginia say. And shout out to Miss Virginia. She is a member of the No Limit crew. Shout out to her. And also, I'm gonna do this. Since I'm gonna make Chucky real
Yes.
freaking happy. Shout out to Chucky for the artists, the artists, and all that stuff. And shout out to him because he did do the artwork. He did do this. He did do that. He trying to support me and try, but and yes, communication is the key, Miss Virginia. Yes, it is. You got to communicate with me, bro.
And also,
But yeah,
big man, for the future, so this does not happen again, you should create a business email separate from Big Man TV. You should have an email for your shirt line. That way, if anybody has
oh, I'm
artwork
doing
that
that
they want,
already.
or
I'm
they
doing
want
it.
to collab with you, then they can email you at that email. That way, it's not personal, but it's more business.
Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. It's a work in progress for Big Man TV. Like I gotta finish setting up my shit. You know, yeah, like a Bush email. I'm gonna do that.
Not
I'm gonna
bush email. Big
a
man.
business. Yeah,
Business.
I call it Bush email, but you know what I mean. But but yeah, Chucky, you get a shout out for me at the end of my show today. So just stop it. You know, just stop it. But yeah, y'all, today we talking about oh child, it's a lot going on today. And
What's
I'm
going on, big man? Tell me
girl,
what's going on. Catch me.
girl. What about Teesprings? Oh, girl. Teesprings, it's in progress. You know, it's in progress. Well, it's been a lot going on the celebrity side of it with the whole DMX uh in the coma situation, and now people started waiting on the kids to speak out and stuff like that. And her Heidi, my boo Heidi over there, talking about it a little bit. Master P came out, says a few things and stuff. So I want to know from your point of view, um, do you think more celebrities will come out and speak on the situation with DMX, or are we just gonna be waiting on the family to come out or a spokesperson to come out and talk about it?
I mean, why? Let that man heal. I think these people need to stop the fake shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's fake because a lot of these celebrities, like DMX, has been at this for the longest. He's been struggling since he was little, and his mama used to hide the food in the closet, and he was forced to drink perfume because he was so hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's been going through hell all his life. They knew he had a drug problem, but here's the thing: when you down, celebrities
Yeah.
they living their life. Now all of a sudden, you got those people that want to do it for clout.
Uh huh.
Do it for clout. Stop doing it for clout. When that guy was strung out, y'all ain't reach out to him.
Yeah. That's.
DMX, DMX is on a dog brain right now. That's
Mm-hmm.
why he loved his pit bull. His pit bull was the only person he could trust in this world. So
Oh
for all
yeah.
these people coming and trying to rally around DMX, it's bullshit.
Yeah, and yeah, I just feel like y'all just let that man, get well enough, and if it like I said before, if it's his time to go, it's his time to go.
And he
But
know that. And he know when it's his time to go, he spoke on this. So
hmm
for all of these people to rally around now, everybody want to talk about it. Like, let that man just be him. Okay.
yeah,
Stop dragging his name through the mud. Leave him alone. Because y'all didn't give a fuck about him when he was out and about, from court to court,
uh huh,
jail to child support, going broke, all of that. Ain't none of y'all as celebrities even looked out for that man.
yeah,
It's especially Master P. He's a whole piece of shit in himself.
yeah,
Because he really don't give back to the community. If we really want to talk about it, everything that he says is just,
hmm
it should fall on deaf ears.
mm. So do you think now? It says that it's gonna be hard for the kid for his children, because they got to make the decision. Well, yeah, they got to make a hard decision on, do they want to pull the plug or not. So do you think
If those medical bills, I'm gonna tell you this: if the medical bills start rolling out, and they only keep you under under vegetation state for so long before they want to put you in hospice. And
Yeah.
so, hospice is very expensive. So this is the time where you got all these celebrities that are saying, hey, we love DMX. Well, we want to see what y'all pockets is looking like, because are y'all gonna put DMX in a hospice and make sure he gets the care that he needs? Y'all speaking on him, but I want to hear them coins dropping. That's what I want to hear. If you speaking on a DMX, I need to hear the coin drop. Make sure, because them kids are gonna pull the plug, because they're not gonna have no choice.
Yeah.
He's broke. He went broke. Like, these people don't understand. Like, he was living in the hood. He's not living in no Beverly Hills 90210.
Oh yeah.
He's
You.
just he's just a legendary rapper. But every legendary rapper,
Uh
look
huh.
at Mano. Okay, look at Mano, Cameron. They all living back in the hood. They ain't really, unless they really doing cameos and stuff. They're literally in the hood still. Jim Jones, he going broke. All of them are going broke. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of them got scammed from their record labels. Okay,
I didn't know that Jim Jones got scammed out of his record label.
yeah, all of them. A lot of these rappers, even the R&B singers, they had 360 deals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Cardi B had a 360 deal. That's why she trying to get out of her record label right now. She ain't get money.
Yeah.
She just living off of Quavo and whatever little side money she make from a little side hustle. That's what
Mm-hmm.
her, all that record labels she's selling. She ain't selling no pure labels. She's not having no pure sales, and that's what Nicki Minaj was saying, is that she's out here selling pure sales. A lot of these people had to
Do
buy their masters.
do
Okay.
you do you think that now I heard before I came on that it was a rumor that Cardi B is obsessed with Nicki Minaj. Is that true or is it false?
Hell yeah. She made a video, an interview, and then she got attacked by the barbs. My thing is, Cardi needs Nicki Minaj. Cardi B career was based off of Nicki Minaj, and as much as people say, oh no, it was.
Mm-hmm.
Without, like, the everybody wanted Cardi B to be the on top.
Mm.
Everybody wanted Cardi B to be the new queen of rap. They did not want Nicki to be the queen of rap due to slander and rumors in
Uh-huh.
blackballing. Okay. So everybody was hoping and praying that this Hispanic woman would knock Nicki Minaj out of the arena. Okay. But
Oh
here's the
yeah.
thing: Nicki Minaj already retired rap. She's
Oh yeah.
letting the young girls do. She's really sitting back and letting the young girls do it. So after Cardi B threw that shoe, she should have just left that shit alone. Why she still mentioning her?
Mm-hmm. Hey Shelly, what's up? Thanks for dropping by.
Hey, Shelly. What's up, S Hutch? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
some love.
Speak of Megan, it was rumored.
Exactly, Miss Virginia. They should have been buying in real estate, but a lot of them don't know, because back then it was just about the flashy cars, clothes, jewelry, and they were offered so many promises from these labels. I
Mm-hmm.
forgot what his name was. He's that white Jewish guy, and
Oh, you
he
talking about
was
Johnny Dang?
no, the Jerry, was it the one that was a producer? No, he was a manager for NWA.
Oh,
And then there's another one that was a manager for Whitney Houston. I forgot his
I
goddamn.
forgot. Clyde Davis, the one that
Yes,
mentioned with you, Clyde Davis.
Clyde
Yeah.
Clyde Davis was out here slinging promises to these young kids when they were like probably teen stars. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
promising them all of these promises. Not only did he promise them things, you think when somebody promises you something, you look to the future.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
think you're gonna have money in the future. He promised these people so much in the future that they blew a lot of their money. They blew it. They didn't invest it right. Not only didn't they invest it right, they didn't even try to get these people, these young black kids, any type of financial investment classes,
Mm-hmm.
teaching, a personal banker. They just dropped the money on them, let them take it out the bank and flash with it. Okay, and a lot of them A lot of them really, like, you see where they're at now.
Yeah.
They're either on Love and Hip Hop.
Speaking of love and hip hop, do you think it's gonna be another one?
Miss Whitney Houston didn't die broke. She took care of business. She damn sure did,
Yes, she
and she
did.
did
That's
it.
my Whitney
And
girl.
she did it while high out of her mind. Okay.
Hmm. Do you think it's gonna be another love and hip hop series?
I wouldn't know because I don't watch that. I stopped watching after they kicked Jocelyn off. The first.
Oh, I didn't know they kicked her off.
Yeah, her and Mona got into it. And after her and Mona got into it, they've kind of removed her off the show. So she had her own series on Zeus. And then she's just now getting back to the Love and Hip Hop Miami. They let her back on. But I think removing Jocelyn was the worst thing that they ever did to the series.
True, that 'cause Johnson was the hit. I ain't gonna lie. What about the I hate to bring this subject up because this kind of one make me want to go back to.
Exactly, Tyreek. He did lose so much real estate. Like, he literally went bankrupt. Then he ain't have nothing to cover that. See, when you go bankrupt, you gotta have something to cover that bankruptcy. Either jewelry, cars, clothes, something to cover up that bankruptcy. Okay? And you just go bankrupt with nothing
Mhm.
to cover your debt.
Are you a
Now
big
you back to zero.
Megan Thee Stallion fan?
Yeah, I like Meg.
What you think about Tom Hanks' son dating Megan Thee Stallion? After what I saw early, just after I saw the day on TMZ.
Right, S Hutch. He got they had put him on so he had so much child support. He has a lot of kids.
Yeah, y'all taking it.
They put it in the kid's hand. I think that's disrespectful. They should at least put it in a mom or a dad hand or something. Hell, not even the mama, because the mama didn't want to feed him.
Oh wow.
They should put it into some type of hand, what, the NAACP hands or something.
Yeah, I
'Cause
can say about
you
that.
put it in the kids' hands, you're making the kids responsible for anything that happens to DMX. And where's the money coming from? Unless these celebrities get out there and raise it.
Child. It, what where would the baby mama be at right now in this situation?
The baby mamas have no say.
Damn.
They're not married to him. There's no there's no comment. I think he is married. He has a wife.
Yeah. Now, yeah. What was the? Well, I know the wife be sitting by his side, but
They
why?
didn't leave it in the wife hands. The
Oh,
wife might kill him.
oh,
Think she
true,
gonna get some type of insurance.
true. If you know one DMS song, what would it be?
I'm slipping. I'm falling. I can't
Yeah.
get up. I'm slipping. I'm falling. I can't get up.
I play. I play. Stop being greedy. That's why I play that.
I'm, I'm telling you, that's my song. I'm slipping. I'm falling. I
Yeah, we
can't
all
get up.
slipping over here.
He been singing his woes. He been singing his woes for like the end of time, and it was destined. Okay, it was definitely destined for him right now where he at, and now they trying to say it was a virus, a Johnson & Johnson shot that got him.
No, they got divorced in 24. What?
And they got
2014?
divorced. Yeah, that's probably why they put it in the kids. Cause I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, I'm pretty sure this guy had got married to some young girl. God damn. But I
Hey,
mean, they should have never let hey Barney.
what's up, Barney?
Never they should have never let him out of rehab. They should have kept him in rehab till he was 100%. Not only did he need rehab, he needed shock therapy because he was moving like a dog. Okay.
Mm,
It's
that,
called dog syndrome. It's a type of syndrome that makes you not human, but you are defense like a pit, and pits are very loyal to their owners.
mm, man, y'all, ooh, child. Y'all making
Very,
y'all making my show a dedication to DMS now, and I love it.
started being friends. The ex was with him when nobody was.
Mhm.
Yeah. Whew. I mean,
And also them demons too. Remember, he was talking about him. He had lots of demons and stuff too. That's really,
yeah.
that's
He had
really.
a lot of demons, and I mean, it all started from when his mama was starving him and he was drinking perfume. Automatically, a kid drinking perfume, that's poison to the brain.
Mm-hmm,
Not only did he suffer poison to the brain, he had his own friend lace him
mm-hmm.
and trick him to doing crack.
Oh yeah. What's up, Astro Key? How you doing? What up, Sharon? I mean, Sean. How you doing? We just dedicated my show to DMX. This is the Flow and Big Man Talk Show and stuff like that. So
Did you hit Chucky up on the Instagram?
uh,
Patty Blue, DMX used to drink perfume, his mother's perfume, when he was a kid because she used to hide the food in the closet.
I'm hitting them up now. So.
Have you watched Drink Champs? His interview on there is a must watch. I'm gonna have to watch that. I'm gonna have to watch that. I've watched a couple, but after I his mama did that to him and I found out, I was just like, wow, that's crazy. Cause that's really how, a lot of times in the black community, I be trying to tell people like there's this thing called food aggression. And it's not necessarily just the black community, but it is based in the black community because
Mm-hmm.
during slavery they made our ancestors fight for food. They made our ancestors dog fight for food, like they were dogs on all fours.
Mm.
Okay. And then we take that and we put that onto our kids, or we hide food, we lock up the refrigerators, and they basically want a portion size. And I understand some people really don't have the
Can,
money
can,
to
can
just.
I can I say this? Shelly, are you okay? Are you okay? Cause you sound like you finna cry in my chat room. But go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Cause she over there getting more. Shelly, hit the link. Hit Shelly. Hit the link, girl.
Hood.
Shelly.
Exactly. I mean, Tyreek, he could have just really just thought it was some type of water or something. Cause, I mean, how you gonna lie about that? I don't think he lied about that. And back then in the hood of New
Uh-huh.
York, it's not the hood of New York like it is today. New York is something totally different than
Mm.
it was in the 90s and the 80s. Okay.
Girl, Shelly. Like I said, I dedicate my show to the whole DMS story. But man, but y'all, what you think about Tom Hanks' son getting beat up by his ex girlfriend, baby mama, and all that stuff?
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks' son. It was on TMZ today. He got beat up by his ex mom, baby mama. Did a video too with blood coming out his head. What you think about that?
Oh, I really don't know.
Girl, you need to watch.
I
Girl,
I saw a picture, but I don't mind those kind of business. I mind my black ass business over here. Okay. If
girl,
he
Tom
got
Hanks.
if he got clocked upside his head,
Mhm.
I want to hear the baby mama side. Why'd you clock him upside the
That's
head?
what I want to hear too. I really do, because it's
He
all
must
because
have
of.
did something to get clocked upside the head. I mean, violence is never okay, but
You ever heard of Hot Girl Summer by Megan Thee Stallion? I think it's got to do with Megan.
what you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. Always got to do with Megan Thee Stallion. Every time a story with Megan a Stallion come up, Tom Hanks, Tom Hanks' son trying to, try to do what Megan trying to do. With like when Megan do Hot Girl Summer, he
He trying
tried.
to. Right, big man be knowing all the tea. I'm like, wait, hold up, what?
Girl, I watch TMZ too now. Y'all know me, girl. But yeah, it was kind of interesting, Before I come on here, I'll be knowing everything, y'all. I'll be knowing everything. I get it from my mama. But
You
yeah,
might have to give me the He
Girl, it was
said,
on TMZ today. Tom Hanks' son got beat up by the baby mama, blood coming out the head, all because of Megan Thee Stallion and the hot girl summer body that she got.
"Oh, so he must have been looking or something."
Yeah, he been looking.
Oh,
Girl, y'all know me.
well, I mean, oh no.
Girl,
Megan is a hottie, okay.
she is a
Megan
hot.
is
I
hot
ain't gonna
with the
lie.
body, okay.
I
She's
ain't,
a hot.
I ain't gonna lie. Heidi, you probably gonna kill me for this because I know you're my bushes listening. I kind of was looking at Megan Thee Stallion on Instagram pictures lately.
You follow her? I follow
Yeah,
her.
girl, I follow her. Sure, I
I think
follow her.
everyone follows Megan. She's like one of the most followed people other than the Jenners and
Mm-hmm.
the Kardashians. Like, because you just want to watch her booty move. Like,
See, that's all I follow her for, just for the booty.
you just watch her booty move. I just be watching her butt like clap and jiggle like jello.
Mm-hmm. That's why I just follow her. I was like, "Ooh, let me look." Sure, I gotta.
Oh, he
Sure,
said, "Let me look."
just let me look. Megan Stallion and whoop,
Oh yeah, him and Partisan, her and Partisan.
the
However,
Ghost Rider.
I heard there was Ari. It was some beef going on with Ari and Megan. She feeling kind of slighted, but I think Ari is just a jealous human being.
I can't stand that hoe.
She
Sorry to
don't have
say.
no talent, and so everybody that comes across, she's just angry at. My thing is, you got money bag, yo. Meg had money bag, yo. She don't want him no more. Megan is just too manly. Why? Cause she tall and
Hold
got.
on, so hold on. Megan got a body, so y'all better. Girl, go
No,
ahead, sis.
you know what? They always say that she's too manly because she does have a little deep voice. Her voice is a little deep, a little raspy.
Mm-hmm.
She's a little tall.
Mm-hmm.
She's very tall. Matter of fact, she got some really long legs.
Mm-hmm.
Cause
Let me. I
I
gotta.
I seen her at a goddamn concert and she has some really long legs. Like her body is short, but I've never seen like I have long legs, but I'm like 5'4", so most of my body is legs.
Girl.
Her imagine being about almost 6 foot tall, about 5'9", and just
Mm-hmm.
mostly legs.
Will we ever see a City Girls reunited?
They broke up.
They about to.
No, they not. I think there's a new album finna drop. Okay,
I got a feeling it's gonna be one coming soon.
I'm just saying. I mean, at this point, they could give us a little JT versus
Yo,
my young
Miami.
Miami and do a little battle on the album. Okay,
Ooh, child.
Monica versus Brandy. Give us some of that.
Cause yeah, speaking of that, I ain't like that Monica versus Brandy. I ain't like that at all. Mm-mm.
Oh, that was my song, but
Girl,
I'm upset because they were really good together, and then they just really started beefing with each other because
over a guy, over a dude.
no, it was because actually the record labels have a very good history with turning black artists against each other. And so what had happened was the
Mm-hmm.
song The Boy Is Mine ended up being on Monica's album, but Brandy was like, "Wait, that's my song." Okay, that was a song given to me and you're just a feature, but you put it on your album.
I thought she put it on both of their albums though. And yes, I am the TMZ of YouTube. Yes, I am. Thank you for telling them everybody that too. As such and such. I thought that was both of their songs. For some reason, I thought, but oh man, girl, S said she funny. You funny, S. I have a DM messages that
Also, they're saying is that Kim Kardashian just became a billionaire.
yeah, Forrest uh proclaim her as the billionaire, but I'm gonna say this now, and I'm putting this on record. Kanye West and Kim Kardashian will get back together.
No, they're not.
Why you say that?
Because Kanye West found God.
Kid Kardashian got the money.
Don't matter. Kanye West found God.
Oh
Kanye
wow.
West found God. Kanye West found a way to not deal with that bullshit and still make
Uh-huh.
money. Kanye West created his own church for praise and released one of the number one gospel albums across the world. Okay. God is king.
Oh yeah, I'm always. I was talking about you today, big man. You're very smart. I don't let nobody tell you, girl. I don't listen to these crazy folks on here. Only person I listen to on here is Flo. The Flo can always calm me down. These folks on here is crazy. But anyway,
When what happened to Chucky? I wanted him to hit the link.
oh, this probably him right here. Hello.
Hello, how are you? How are you?
I'm okay. How about you?
Doing well. I just wanted to give you a different perspective on Kanye real quick.
Go ahead.
The mother collects catalogs. You guys know what catalogs are?
But go ahead.
Can you put us on game?
Come on with it, brother. Talk
So
to
the
us.
mother, so if you look at the history of who her mother marries off, has her daughters marry off, it's either people with legacy opportunity, like the one daughter who hasn't dated nobody black. She only dates white guys. She only dates legacy white guys.
Uh huh.
And then when you look at the daughters, Kylie and the rest of them, they date dudes. The mother has them date dudes with no mama or mama issues, like Travis and Kanye.
Yeah.
And then even if you divorce them, they done dropped a baby. So that way the Kardashian family has access to that catalog forever. It's the
Ooh.
same reason a lot of times we think very mathematical or calculated as opposed to the boyish type of guy. So
Mhm.
when you look at the Arab who married Janet Jackson, he married Janet Jackson, gave her $500 million, but
Uh
she'll
huh.
never have access to that kid. And that kid will be part of that Arab family forever and ultimately have access to that whole Jackson collection catalog. What are your thoughts?
You want to take over, Flo? Cause I'm
Are,
shocked.
are you speaking as in their name and their music?
Or are you speaking of their
The way
legends
biz,
or
the
their
way
legacy?
business, the way business works, that sometimes we black folks don't understand how the white business works. So
Oh.
it is legacy, but it's tied to a name. Business, when it's tied to a name, can be yours forever. Like for example, let's say Flo sits up here and creates something, all right,
Mm-hmm.
and just like Paul McCartney did,
Mm-hmm.
and then we sit up here and buy what Flo created. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Flo didn't even realize it was out there to buy. She thought she owned it, lock, stock, and barrel, but she didn't know when she signed to certain paperwork in 1992
Oh.
that it gave the option to get stuff bought off. So somebody went and bought it,
Mm-hmm.
just like
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jackson bought Paul McCartney's music. Now Flo wants it back because in Flo's mind, as most black folks, I own it, I wrote it. No, that ain't how white business works. White business works to where the minute you put it out there for somebody to grab it and you didn't protect it, now in the case of the Kardashians, they drop that baby. That baby is connected to that mother for life. And no matter what Kanye or Travis does, they're going to have to always have that catalog tied to that baby.
Oh,
Exactly.
exactly.
And that's why Chris Humphrey got out of Dodge.
And Reggie Bush
Exactly.
too. And Reggie Bush too. Remember, Reggie Bush was dating Kim first.
Have you ever looked up the cult that they're a part of?
Oh.
They are
Well,
it's called the Kabbalah cult. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the Kabbalah stuff is actually Eastern Europe. Um, what we as Black folks don't realize is that there's a lot of stuff that goes on in Europe that we would call incorrect Satanists or whatever, and you would somewhat agree. Like I give you an example: Russia don't really believe in any religion,
Mm.
Yeah.
and we would call that against God. Pharaoh over in Egypt didn't believe in no religion. He
Mm-hmm.
thought he put himself as God, and so on and so on. Kim Jong Un, whatever the case may be. And so sometimes we can't get caught up in the cults that they're a part of.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta, or the president isn't part of Skull and Bones. We got to look at what are these groups and or organizations doing to make sure their children are leaders and managers of your children. If we get away from just the fact that it's horrific or antichrist, look at the
Mm-hmm.
bigger picture of these people are working as groups while we working as singles. What are y'all thoughts?
I agree with you.
I agree with you myself.
But also, like, there, it's all secret society, Masonic, one eyed ideas and stuff like that. But with the Kardashians, what makes them really strong within the Kabbalah cult is that all of their names start with the letter K. So together, they work together and they're stronger. So they're unlike the presidency. The president is just one person. They serve for a certain amount of time. But the Kardashians, they're everywhere. Everything you open, your social media, your TV, they're there. And they're strong and very powerful.
Mm.
Well, I don't disagree with nothing you said. I would just say we as Black folks, if that's the case, if you're going to use that as your
Mm-hmm.
intellectual discussion, then
Mm,
we need to get back to our Cushite ways.
your Kushite ways.
Yeah, what's
Yeah,
that? What you mean
yeah.
about that?
Cushites controlled the riverside of Africa way before Pharaoh even existed. Cush had a king before Pharaoh had a pharaoh.
Oh wow.
So when you go look back in just using what Flo just said, if you look at these lineages as far as names are concerned and what have you, then we as Africans or a descendant of Africans, Caribbeans, all of us, we need to get back to those type of ways.
Mm-hmm.
If it, if we can say to Flo's point, yeah, they all end in the letter K and so on and so forth, but we got to understand Africa is the only place on the entire planet
Yeah.
that does not operate that way, Flo.
Yes.
Ooh.
So how could little small Greece run most of northern Africa? How
Mm.
could how could little small Italy run most of Africa, period? How can
Uh-huh.
France, who ain't even from Africa? Matter of fact, let me pose a question to you guys. Does anybody know where cocoa is made? Cocoa cereal, cocoa that you hot cocoa. You know where cocoa's made?
I think Africa.
The chocolate.
Yeah, where's it made?
I think in Africa.
How
Yeah.
about you, Flo?
Africa.
Yes, it only grows in Africa, but the Africans don't control it. The Swedish and Swiss people control it.
That's why people. That's why people. That's why a lot of our people are moving to Ghana. Absolutely right.
Yeah, but when we move there, we're going to have to convince the Africans to stop protecting white stuff.
Oh.
They're never going to do that, though. They're not going to do that.
Mm.
Not at all,
I'm
because
gonna, I'm gonna tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's only a couple tribes left that are untouched by white thinking. Okay, they came in and they gentrified South Africa. Not only did they gentrify South Africa, they've allowed American media into South Africa, which
Uh-huh.
showed that they were the less than. There's only a few tribes on this earth that are untouched, as media says, and they're the truth.
Mm. Uh, are you a content creator?
yeah,
Okay, that's one of my One of the people in the audience wanted to know. And
I've been around for a while, since 2007. I've had probably 8 channels. I've had 7 of them terminated by the ladies,
ooh,
the white women who control YouTube over in San Mateo,
ooh,
and just kind of leave it. I really don't trip off YouTube. I have a career in medical, so
Wait, why did they
yeah,
you?
girl. Okay, sorry to call you a girl, but boy, talk about it. Why?
no. YouTube has its funny things, man. Because for the long time they've had policies in place that a lot of people didn't even recognize you could do shady stuff. Like, again, I've been around since 2007. At one point in time, you could terminate a person's channel by complaining about their thumbnail.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Uh, another
You
time,
absolutely right.
another time, you could get a channel terminated by having your fans go over and make more than 10 complaints about it,
Ooh, child.
and they wouldn't even check it. They would just
The
kill it.
bots would kill it.
I would
Yeah,
love to follow him because I like this type of teach. Go ahead, go ahead,
yeah.
Shelly. Shoot, we love this type of teacher.
So a lot of times, so everybody over in the black side calls me Mr. Research because I dropped this historical conversation, because I think anytime you want to know the 2021 stuff, even though I'm from the hood, shotgun, sold dope, I still was able to leave America at 19 and go live in Romania for 4 years. So I was in Romania, France, England, the grill, and that gave me that international part of the game that a lot of
So
Mm-hmm.
people don't
are
get.
you currently in America?
Yeah, I'm currently back in America. Been back since '95. Spent 18 years in Atlanta, a couple of years in Oregon, Seattle, and then out here in the San Francisco area.
Oh, you live in California, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
Wow. And you
We like
said you
this.
went into medical. How did you find Big Man TV?
That's a good
Sometimes
question.
I look around for new conversations. I don't like being in any circle, echo chamber conversations, because you can't learn nothing that way. You feel me?
Be
Mm-hmm.
So,
careful. Don't go too far past Big Man TV, okay?
Yeah, don't go too far. Let me tell you this why. I'm like the colonel over here. So you good over here with me.
Don't go too fast because you'll end up in a sector that will eat you.
Eat you up
Okay.
oh,
alive and deep.
well, I've already been through those sectors. The unfortunate thing, and me and a friend of mine was just talking about it on my channel. The unfortunate thing, we got a lot of defeated black folks. Like, if you notice, all the black people, and sorry, a lot of the black women too,
Uh,
are getting
Is your channel?
exposed.
Oh, sorry.
go ahead, so it's your show too. Go ahead.
No, I was just asking what his channel name was.
It's in the chat. It's in the chat. I dropped it in the chat.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Because that's what
But
Shelly wants
if
to know. This one.
if you notice, there's a lot of women getting exposed for living fake lives and promoting it to the sisterhood.
Say
And
what?
yeah, I mean, there's a couple of women been to jail for scamming and what have you, and fronting one way on YouTube, and turned out that you look. Let's
Oh,
keep it
welcome
real.
to the beef
Talk
sector.
talk about it.
No,
Ooh,
no. Let's keep it real. Even on the male side, on the black male side, there's been dudes who've been exposed for raping women and
ooh.
You
pulling
know
and
what? There's
robbing
a lot of
chicks.
that going on YouTube, and
YouTube.
it's a lot of, and it's accepted across YouTube. And this is my issue that I'm having with YouTube. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
think one of these girls in it's called the Mamiana channel. She has a boyfriend, and her kids. She was upstairs, and the little girl was down in the basement in the garage with her boyfriend that she just met. Don't know this man too much. And the little girl was running up the stairs saying, "Help me, help me." And it's been clear that this guy is doing something to the little girl. It's a lot of this men saying weird things and talking to little kids on YouTube, and it's being allowed. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like really fed up with it. I'm like trying to go against YouTube at this point because they're allowing all of this, and this is how child trafficking, human trafficking gets started, and it starts from these
And
social
I just
media
got word,
websites.
and I just got word that we got another so-called dude on here that I can't say because it's my broadcast, but everybody said that already because they popped them already. But we got another one of them people on here.
Well, to what Flo said, that really is no big thing. I think sometimes women focus on what these guys do. But let me put you on the game of this, Flo. You
Who?
got gay,
I'm on the
you got
game.
you got gay dudes on YouTube hollering at teenagers.
Say
Nobody says
what?
nothing. You got
Oh,
gay dudes hollering at teenagers.
We have that
You,
too.
yeah,
There,
you
we had
got
I've
that
been,
you
too.
got
I've,
wait,
I've seen
wait,
that
wait,
too.
wait, Flo, because you mentioned the men. You got young lesbian women on here hollering at young girls.
I,
So
Oh,
let's keep this 100 across the board.
I
hey, this.
believe it.
We
I believe it
Hey,
all.
we
I believe
always we
everything.
always try to make it a man thing, man. But like I was on this one channel talking about domestic violence, and I had to put them up on game. I said, "Do you realize that according to the Department of Justice, not me,
mm,
the Department of Justice, lesbian women abuse women higher than straight males?"
And you're 100% about that because they
But
do.
but Flo, the whole show was about men. How you gonna talk about domestic violence and try to hide the fact that lesbians are beating up these women?
man, I love
Exactly.
this. I love this type of teacher. Mm-mm-mm.
Exactly. But I mean, it just depends on what a person is well versed on. Some people don't really look at it widely in that aspect. They probably make a show, hit the live button, and their target is a man in their life. Okay. So you gotta think like each individual person, when they hit that live button, they're coming on personal to you and their experience. So a lot
That,
of the times you get to miss how their views on lesbian versus lesbian and gay men versus little children.
Okay,
However, you
so
also have content creators out there that like to throw out the pity card and make it as if you're coming for them and their sexuality or their race or their gender.
mm,
okay, let me try to translate that a little bit, Flo. So what you're saying is a lot of people can't speak on the topic of a domestic violence because they're so caught up in the narrative that they want to present to their fans.
Yes.
Right. So therefore, respectfully, many content creators are not sincere and genuine about the topics they're putting out. They're trying to placate to their fan base to get a coin.
Yes. It's
mm-hmm.
all about clicks and views,
That's
especially in the
right.
beauty sector. Okay. It's about the click and the view and the Google AdSense check. And that thing back there, that Google AdSense check is the devil. And it's also produced a lot of propaganda,
Mm,
ill propaganda,
mm, mm, mm,
and miseducation as well.
mm.
Okay. Now
Talk about it.
you'll have now they're being divided up in content as a issues, just their narrative only and how they want you to view them. That's why when you said there's people on here that's claiming to be ballers and rich and then they're getting exposed.
It's getting exposed left and right and left. Mm.
I like how there was this one African lady recently. She was, and I think it's more susceptible to some of our women because some of our women grew up in such a way where, of course, they want to feel powerful. But I
Mm.
think sometimes it makes them more susceptible to lies. So, like this one African lady was promoting how she was having this house built and all this, and she had her son out there, and then she got uh,
Mm-hmm.
exposed to
Mhm.
where the real owner made her apologize in front of camera and the whole nine. But look how much money that was made, kind of like what you said. We on the deep dark side of Black YouTube call it doing stuff on YouTube for rent money. Because a lot of people, unfortunately, don't have a life outside of YouTube. You ask them what they're doing, and they're an Uber driver for the
Ooh,
past 5 years. So they need YouTube to survive. So they're willing to put out 5 videos a day saying anything just to
Mhm.
keep those clicks going.
Mm.
I agree with you.
I
Um,
agree with you too.
it used to be on YouTube where a content creator would prep before they hit the live button. They would have everything that they wanted to say, sort of like an itinerary. Now they just hit the live button and spew whatever it is that comes to mind. And a lot of times they get misled by their chats who don't mean them any good, even so. But there's a lot of that you'll see. Just don't go too far. Like I said,
Hmm.
don't go too far into the beef sector.
Just stay over here. I can protect you. The tank can
He
protect
don't
you.
need protection. He's smart, but I'm just letting him know, like,
No, I spank
everything.
for a living, so I don't need protection.
I'm just
But
I'm just joking with you. I'm just joking with you.
I
But
know, it's all gravy. Let me
for
ask you a
us,
couple of questions,
go
if I
ahead, go
may.
ahead, go ahead.
So this couple of dating questions. Ain't no right or wrong answer. I just like to get people's take on it.
This is an uncensored, uncut, so you can ask anything you want.
No problem. And I'm not going to judge how y'all answer the question. It's just a question.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the first question. Some of us, let me define what I believe high value men are. High value men are dudes with career connections.
Uh-huh.
It's less about the dollar amount.
Mm-hmm.
It's more, what have you mastered in your 10, 20 years on the planet thus far? And it can't be no quick money. It can't be
Mm.
no, I just got into IT 5 years ago and I got $100,000. I'm killing it. That don't
Oh.
mean nothing because 5 years from now, you be broke and repairing laptops. So that ain't how it works. So here's my first question. Wait a minute. I got to address something. Mr. Dadon says, don't hate some Uber drivers making 70 plus a year. Okay, let me educate you on something, Mr. Dadon.
Oh. Oh.
So I'm a big policy person. Do you know about Prop 22?
Oh.
Yes or no? Please put that in the chat room because if you don't know about Prop 22, then you may be going off data from 7 years ago.
Mm.
Prop 22 has changed the whole entire Uber market. Okay, the whole
Okay.
entire Uber market. Right now, right? Okay, so you know about Prop 22. So you should know that Uber drivers just lost all the benefits that they got granted in
Mm-hmm.
2019. So
Mm.
if they just lost all the benefits that they got and they have to take on everything themselves, how can you say 70,000 plus a year?
Yeah,
Because
now they're
now they're going to have to insure themselves. Now they're going to have to insure their own medical because of
Mm.
Prop 22. Now they're going to have, see, you're not talking to a black dude that just makes a speech. I'm going to point you to actual documentation.
Oh.
So they got to do their own taxes as a business now. So sir, that 70,000 has dramatically dropped to about 50. So I don't know. I mean, I had an Uber driver complaining 2 weeks ago, and then on top of that, Uber and Lyft just changed their price structure, sir. So
Mhm.
what used to cost you, let's say $8 to go to a quarter of a mile, now they are charging more than the taxis used to charge.
Mm.
So how is that a benefit? But we'll get back to that in a minute. Let me drop my question real quick, ladies, if I may, because I want to get your.
I'm a guy. It's one
Oh,
guy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sir. Sorry. I want to get you guys brain cells on this as it relates to a guy, and I'm glad that we're able to do this. Why would I jeopardize my career or jail time for any woman just because she's a woman? When I clearly see men of other cultures, Arabs, Chinese, not doing that. And I don't want to be like other people, but don't I have to be concerned about myself? And if all that is true, why do so many women expect guys to jeopardize their job and their career and jail time to get them out of something they initiated? What do you guys think?
Now, depends on what they're initiating. Can you
Yeah, that's
explain
also
a
say.
little bit further?
Yeah.
What would be something lightweight in your mind? Because initiated is initiated.
Babies and sex.
Girl, I was gonna say that too.
No, I'm not talking about him risking jail time for babies or jail time for sex. I mean, sometimes women go out and create arguments, create chaos, and then they want this dude or their son or their nephew or their uncle to go get them out of it. And then the question is always, why are black men not protecting women? And it's like, don't women have a responsibility to not get themselves in certain things? But educate me because I'm here to learn.
Okay, so we need you to expand on what they're getting themselves into. Is it like, can you please elaborate on what they're getting themselves into?
Okay. Do you guys remember when there was a white guy beating up on a black girl and there was two black dudes filming it? Do you remember that?
Uh,
Yeah, I
kind of,
Okay.
remember that.
And so
kind of.
the argument was, why was the two black dudes not protecting her? So let's use that one.
First they had their phones in their hands, so their only concern was getting going viral on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that they had any consciousness to what was actually being had in their face, which was they didn't think about racism. They didn't think about their ancestors and nothing that we went through from years and years and years ago. And they weren't worried about whether she was going to be hurt or not. Their only concern was social media, for them to have their phones in their hands while someone's getting beat up.
So true.
So I no, I got that part. So you're saying they should not be held liable to risk themselves to assist her, right?
I think that it's easy to say that in the white eye they shouldn't be held liable, nor should they be expected. But in the black community, it should be a priority to defend your own against whites, regardless.
Hmm.
Mm.
So, sir, what do you say?
Um, I agree with my sister on this one.
Okay.
So,
So he should defend against white. So is defending only physical? Like she's being physically assaulted, that's when he should defend?
No, defending is you got a phone in your hand. You're recording a situation. What do you
Oh,
do?
okay.
Call
Okay.
the police. Fight in court. Make a big deal. Here's the issue that we're having from black women versus black men when it comes to police brutality is that we fight much harder. We fight much louder. We make it a big deal. Breonna Taylor was murdered. It went silent. George Floyd was murdered. It received way more feedback. So our issue is that why aren't black men going the extra mile the way we do when they're at the hands of a white person?
mm,
So my answer to that, I think, is perception because I heard a lot of black dudes go for Breonna Taylor, but I think, per my view, this is just my view.
mm-hmm,
When black guys go hard, it'll never be hard enough for those who are judging.
mm,
The other side is we as black men don't ask women to go hard at all. Women, many a times, and I'm not saying this in a I don't like what they do, but
mm,
many times women jump in front of the guy with the microphone or take the
mm-hmm,
microphone from him. We don't ask women to do that. That's something that they do, and because there are women, we let it ride. But many a times you'll see guys, they own the microphone, they talking about a particular subject, and she'll grab the microphone and start speaking louder. The thing that I would ask you though, Flo, if we're not asking for that,
mm-hmm.
Is that really protection?
So, are you saying is that there are black men out there that do not want to be protected from a black woman?
That is not what I said. Well, what I asked was a question. I'm not making a statement. I'm asking
Uh,
a question.
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like you're asking, like black women. I mean, black men don't want to be protected by black women, is what you're saying.
No, no. So let me say it again. In the
Okay.
way that we're describing about going hard,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
black women don't need the woman getting on the microphone in front of him.
Mm.
So let me explain what black men do want protection from.
Okay.
Okay. And even many times they don't even understand it. Uh Black men have gotten to the point where they just willing to do crime, sell drugs, shoot guns, whatever they have to do to make ends meet. But do you know what the number one thing that most guys want to be protected from?
Mm-hmm.
In the workplace.
Mm.
Black men are attacked more in the workplace than than any police officer ever. This is why most black men don't even try to succeed.
Mm.
The EEOC for the past 50 years have had black men as the highest filer of wrongful applications, wrongful. So if he's going to be protected just intellectually, Flo,
Mhm.
shouldn't that be the place where he's protected in human resources, in management? You got so many black guys who believe that black women are the gatekeepers keeping them out of jobs, not the white man. Not That's not my purview. That's what you hear these black guys saying. So what are
Mm.
your thoughts?
Now, I would say that you have black men that are do work these jobs, but who's to say that your human resources is gonna be at the hands of a black woman? Most
Oh
of the
wow.
time, your human resources is at the hands of a white woman. We're still trying to get past education and opening doors for black women. Black men seem to be have it confused. They always think that black women have it so much better than them when that's not even the gist of it. That's not even the start of it. We have to go through way more then. But like you said, it's perception.
Mm-hmm.
It's
So
perception. But we're both judged at the equivalence. They both see
so
us as less than. Yes, we might get the job, but we probably will get the job more than a man would because of our sexual appearance.
Oh
so
wow.
here's a question. Here's a question. So I'm gonna stick with what you just said. I'm not in disagreement. So why would several black men believe that black women are the gatekeepers? That's a phrase they kind of put out, and that black women, for the most part, not in every situation, but for the most part, are the blockers of their job when you just said it's mostly white people. Why would
Mm.
they have that perception if it's truly the white folks?
I think you're missing out a good key point, though. You have to remember it everything that ties into your job, right? You see, you got your job, but in the black community, it's not just your job. You got men out here that are not in the homes of their families. Okay, you have separated families. Okay, so when you have separated families, you have child support. Am I right? Now, what does child support do? It steers black men the other direction from work. They rather be jobless than to work and have their check go to their children or their baby mama.
Mm.
Okay. So a lot of the times it's not always the black woman, it's the black man's choice.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
The black man
Well,
chooses not to work.
mm-hmm.
So you go years without working, lack of experience. Now you trying to get into a job and they're telling you you're not qualified. Who do you
Mm-hmm.
blame now? You blame the
Mm-hmm.
black woman. You blame the white court system.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I
But
don't think I've
it's a
never heard of a black man. I've never heard in all of my time, I've never heard a black man say he got stopped because he wasn't qualified. I've never heard that. Uh, Maybe, I've heard a lot of different terminologies, but I've heard it's because of his name, I've heard because of the whole your overqualified comments. I've heard uh, we've selected someone else and so on and so forth. I never heard a guy say that, but I can't say that it doesn't happen. I will suggest this to you though in this conversation, just to defend the brothers somewhat. A lot of these dudes, when they in these lower level jobs
Uh-huh.
and they don't have the ability to elevate, where he can afford a $3,000, $5,000 lawyer. Because you got to remember, when most women get welfare, she gets that lawyer for free. She don't
Oh
pay for that.
wow.
She doesn't pay for that lawyer. And that's a lot of things people don't understand about that Title IV. It's called Title IV. That Title
Mm,
IV part of the game. The
mm.
minute she signs up for WIC, she's eligible for a lawyer. People don't even know that. That's why they rush to have her sign the welfare paperwork. Now, if she needs it, she needs it, Flo. I'm not trying to make her the villain. But what I'm saying is she gets a lawyer that's working for the state. She gets a judge that's trying to get a case settled for the state. And
Mm-hmm.
here's this outside person who he doesn't get no assistance. Everything he has to flip is on his own.
Oh wow.
So people don't know that side of the game. If he had disposable money from a higher level job to where a couple of G's ain't nothing to him, then
Yeah.
he's less likely to not want to work. Many of these guys don't want to work because they barely live it. And then here's a person who gets to go to the system and say, hey, system, use your $1 million court system against this person.
Mm.
Here's my last point to prove that, Flo. There's something called father of record. It
Mm-hmm.
happens so much that there's a name for it. When I bring this up, people like to say, oh, it don't happen that often. There are guys who DNA shows is not the father of some of these children, but the government still forces them to pay.
Ooh.
What do you say about that, Flo?
I don't agree with that. I do not agree with a man paying for a child that's not him.
Uh-oh.
However, when you stepped into that hospital, your first priority should have been a DNA test before you signed a birth certificate. They don't make you pay if you have not signed that birth certificate.
Oh, that's
Okay.
incorrect, Flo. Much love to you, but that's incorrect. Go ahead and finish, but that's incorrect.
So you're basically telling me is that the court system can just go around and say, "Hey, you're the father because she said so."
It's called father of record. You do
That's
not have to even
against
have sex
society.
with that woman. I can be a
You
woman.
have to sign the birth certificate. And
Nope.
even
Nope.
if you did not, and she says you are the father, you have to stand in court.
Nope. Not true.
And they will
So
send you for DNA testing. That's
so
ridiculous if you're a black man and you're just going around being fathers to children that you have not DNA tested. When do black men take accountability for their actions? I'm not hearing no type of accountability. See, the black woman takes accountability, and when she lies down and spreads her leg to a man, right? What does she do when she can't take care of that kid? She goes to the court. What do black men do when they can't see their kids and the baby mama's giving them a hard time? They run the other way because they don't want to stand in front of a judge. Okay. So, like you said, it is perception. It's all about perception.
right. And so just like if I was a woman, I could say Big Boss. I met Big Boss in 2001, and Big Boss is the baby, the father's child. I could have never even slept with Big Boss. The
Hold
court,
on,
the
hold up.
court,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
wait,
Wait a
wait,
minute.
wait,
Wait.
wait, wait. The court will start giving me money based on the fact that I dropped Big Boss's name. That's why they rush to get the name of the possible father.
Uh-huh.
Now, Big Boss might not even know any of this is going on. Like I said, the name of the law is called father of record. And I understand people have this hate for black males, but let's put it like this. This happens to white males, Asian males, Indian males also in this United States. So if
Yeah.
if
This getting
Big Boss
interesting.
if Big Boss doesn't even know this case is going on, he can be 6 months to a year already in and not
Mm-hmm.
knowing the case that's going on, but I'm still receiving checks. Now, the government will go and seize, if they can't find Big Boss, they'll do what they call skip tracing, and they will seize Big Boss's account at his local bank. Then Big Boss will be notified, and then he'll have to go and take care of the thing, like you said. But like I said earlier, then he got to come out the pocket 3 5 G's to deal with a lawyer. And the funny thing about it, he only has 2 years to address it from when she spoke up on it. How do I know? Is because I helped through giving money. I helped change the Tennessee law, the Chicago law, and the California law 2005. So over the past 5 years, I think I've gave like 12 G's in total to try to
Mm-hmm.
help
Mm,
these things happen.
mm,
So now we have a law in California as of 2005 that you must have DNA before she gets check one because the father of record law was so bad.
mm-hmm.
Tennessee had the highest record of father record law. You didn't have to be there for the pregnancy. You didn't have to sign nothing. Matter of fact, to even prove that Jaquan, the rapper, everybody getting tipsy, he had the same situation with the father of record law, where his girlfriend had a baby by another man while she was with him. He never questioned it. 2 years later, he found out through DNA it ain't his kid. The court told him he had to pay for it. Now, in that scenario, Flo, you're right. He was there for the birth. He signed it, but he was fooled by a person that he was trying to deal with and be with. But it doesn't matter because
Mm-hmm.
just like you said, Flo, he signed it. She fooled him. Ha ha, jokes on him. He's just a worthless man. And now he got to pay for somebody else's kid because she has the power of the court system to back her. What do you say, Flo?
I mean, I agree to some extent. However, I'm gonna need to research that because I can't speak on the father of record, but I do know, depending on states, the law it varies. So based on the states that I know, that father of record, I don't think I'm familiar with that one. But even still, these men out here have countless, like, they spend money on jewelry, cars, they spend money on going out. They should be able to spend money to obtain a lawyer. You should always have money stashed away for a lawyer. Or even now, it's not even an excuse. You pay monthly and you can obtain a lawyer when needed.
Mm,
And I'm going to agree with Flo on that part.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, we as men, we need to always stay money tight. That's part of being a man. That's why so many boys out here swinging penises and getting all this credit for being a man by these women, but you're not a
Mm-hmm.
man in our man circle. When you come around men, we don't see you as men because you're not able to make these type of moves. But the women are constantly calling you men, but you're still a boy at heart. You're still stressing over $40 dinners. That
Yeah.
that that stuff is ridiculous. So on Flo's part about that, there's a lot of dudes out there, but I think Flo would be surprised how many white men have these situations more than black men because
Oh,
the
I'm
C
well on them. They're a whole nother story in itself. Okay,
Mm.
because
because the CDC says black men are the most involved parent out of all the male parents. So you know that's not me saying that. That's the CDC. I'm quite sure people don't like that, but we got to remember welfare was created at a time when black marriages was 4 times that of white marriages,
Oh
and
wow.
many of these bastard babies,
Oh.
bastard white and Asian, bastard Latin and white, bastard black and white, was due to the creation of the white man back in the radio days.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to be real clear that welfare was created because of the white mixed bastards that was all over everywhere in them orphanages, not the black people. But go ahead, Flo. I cut you off. I'm sorry.
I was always taught that the welfare system was made and systematically enforced in the black homes that were married, and to take the black man out of the home because hey, everybody started getting all this free money, WIC, everything like you said, and in order for them to receive it, they would have to remove the man out the house. That's why till this day I hear some women on YouTube saying they're married and they're on government assistance, and I'm just like, you're a liar, because they're not giving any married couple any type of Section 8, any type of food stamps unless the male is removed from the home.
Oh wow.
So
I
that was a two-part thing. So what actually happened was before the right to vote, and the key thing, Flo, is the right for women to vote. Before the right to vote, there wasn't they did have the thing where you did have to be destitute, single, unmarried woman, but
Mm-hmm.
it was not as policed as after the right to vote. So
Oh
before
wow.
the right to vote, you had white women who the husband might he be a traveling salesman or what have you, those type of stuff. So he's always gone. So when you go down to Big Boss, down at the civil aid center, and you tell him a story, and you throw some tears on the flow, he's going to stamp that paperwork and keep it moving, not even check whether you married or not.
mm-hmm.
Mm.
After the right to vote, and around the time when white women didn't want black women working side by side with them in the office, which is why
Uh-huh.
when you look at all the old film, you only see white women in these offices, and black women had to work in the
So,
basement.
so,
Or go ahead, big boss.
so, Mark. Well, you thanks for calling me Big Boss because that's my name. But what about food stamps?
Food
Yes,
stamps are not
listen, families can. Oh, go ahead.
food stamps are not the same as welfare.
Well, explain.
Okay, food stamps are a national come from a different budget. So what industry do you work in, big boss?
Can't tell you that. I ain't trying to dox myself. But go ahead.
Okay, let's call it food. Okay, food and restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
So your budget for your tablecloths and silverware is not the same budget as your food.
Mm-hmm.
So if something comes up missing over, it's still all restaurant,
Yeah.
but it's from a different budget. So they pull a food stamp from a different budget than what they do welfare. Welfare is part of Title IV. Title IV, the whole point of Title IV is to replenish the treasury. Let me say it again.
Oh shit, you
The,
speak. You teacher. Go ahead. You're a teacher. Go ahead.
the whole point of Title IV is to replenish the treasury. It's not really to help children.
Mm-hmm.
So children is like a byproduct of that.
Uh,
So
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Because
No, you
Shelly's
go
making me
ahead.
laugh in the chat room.
Oh,
He
you go
said,
ahead.
"Big man." He said, "Big man job is the black TMZ of YouTube." To let you know.
So that's what it is. It's a different. It comes from a different budget. It's not from the same. That's the people who said that was Fox News and a bunch of white people, and they try to make stuff seem worse than what it is. But when they're using it, it's okay. But but when other people start using it, all of a sudden it's this, pull yourself from your bootstraps and all this other stuff. It's kind of the same reason like back in the day when black family was on crack, there was no help from Congress. But the minute the white folks are on meth, oh,
Yeah.
we got to save them. Oh, we got to have institutions. We got to.
Yes.
Yeah. They have social workers to check it. There was any sign of a man in the 70s.
Now,
Right. The
Regina,
70s is
you
after
can
the right to
receive.
work, the right to vote.
Now,
That's so
Regina, you can receive government assistance. That's not to say, but is it rational?
Oh, child.
You
moral,
both have
moral,
to not
Flo?
work, huh?
Moral. Is it moral?
It's not moral neither because you're both working adults.
Oh,
Okay,
oh.
somebody got to work, but rationally, when it comes to welfare and married couples, you will get less than you would working.
Oh, child. Y'all,
So
y'all.
how you gonna eat and sleep and they giving you both together $300, and that's if you're not working.
Oh, child. That's a good question. That
Nobody
is.
in their right mind could tell me they're married and receiving government assistance. You would have to go through several programs, and they would disinclude you from multiple. which will they would put it together, but the income that they would give you would be so small that you
Uh-huh.
could only pay one bill with it.
Oops.
Shout out to Sean. Food stamps are a federal program. Welfare are from the states. So yes, feds and states are two different things. And shout out to Daydon, who made the point about the '70s. Please
Uh-huh.
hear me when I said Daydon. The right to vote happened in the '60s. So of course the '70s is after the '60s. But you're right about that, Daydon. You did have people checking during the '70s until Jimmy Carter.
Mm.
Jimmy Carter created a policy. Jimmy Carter was actually the best time for Black people because he
Mm.
opened up government jobs for a lot of Black people.
Uh-huh.
So what Jimmy Carter did, Daydon, was he made welfare a two-parent system. He was only in office for a short time, but he made it a two-parent system, and he forced the rest of the nation to go to a two-parent system. Now,
Eh,
Republicans, you would think they will love this because they're supposed to be all about the family, but in
yeah.
actuality, Reagan came in and changed it back to a one-parent system, and Reagan gave women the power to divorce for any reason, and
Uh-huh.
Reagan gave single women the power to get a tax benefit as if they were a single parent. So in 1 year, 1985, Reagan destroyed all the family aspects, and he tripled the divorces, tripled the immigration, and he doubled the welfare recipients.
Oh yeah. Jules
Food
Reval,
stamps
you're not
is based on an income, but there is a cap. There's a cap in everything. Okay. You
oh,
can't make a certain amount higher and you can't make a certain amount lower. As the gas prices, living cost of food raises, it's still irrational, and it still puts black people, black families at the bottom, and even white families. It puts them at the bottom. That's why America is going through so much debt, so much poverty at this point, because people are trying to get the free that they're really not trying to work, and they're trying to stay and meet between the cap of the income that you need to receive these benefits.
mm. Yeah. Oh, this is like I'm in school, back in school again. Oh, this good teaching. And my mom, you're not late, girl. We just started, girl. We just started. You ain't late now. But Shelly said welfare and food stamps are no disrespect programs to keep you disadvantaged. All programs should be to help you better yourself. Welfare like YouTube should never be a career. Girl, what y'all say about that?
Flo,
Wait, what did you say, big man? It went out.
Girl, I put it on the board.
Oh, it says welfare and food stamps are no disrespect programs to keep you disadvantaged. All programs will help you. Should exactly as Hutch. And that's my thing. Like, okay, in the 60s, black people just started coming out on top. We just started moving into middle class neighborhoods. We just started to come out of the enslaved minds and becoming kind of relative to that of the white as well. So throughout the 50s and the 60s, that's when they started to create these programs, and you would have people having children out of wedlock. Then you would have the teenage pregnancies, and also that was what kind of put a diverge in the way that black people made income, and it kind of halted our progression.
Mm, child. Uh, Miss Virginia made a good point.
You're
Wonder
going to get listen, you're going to get government assistance when in need. It might be harder for the black family to get government assistance. I know, I think, what are they, like a Russian family, and this woman told me her husband was a doctor and she was
mm,
receiving food stamps and had on a mink coat. Okay.
mm.
However, for the black family, they're much harder. In progression, we're trying to progress out of welfare. We're trying to progress out of those shackles. Okay? We don't need welfare. And that's in my opinion. We don't need welfare.
So,
We don't need a cap on our income. Welfare puts a cap on Black people's income. They tell you if you make too much, you're not going to receive a certain amount of food stamps. They tell you if you make too little, that you need to work for them in order to receive your food stamps. How does that help Black people progress?
Oh, child. I like this good teaching over here. I'm in the back of the class right now. Just listen to the teachers up here. Just
Yes,
telling it.
SSI is becoming the new welfare, but I mean, what's your take on SSI, Mister Research?
Okay, so let me tag on a couple of things. Number one, this is the way a panel supposed to be. We're
Mm-hmm.
not supposed to be talking against each other. We're supposed to be talking about the topic. This
Yeah.
is why Black YouTube suffers so much, because we got people on the panel who are not as uh, knowledgeable, or at least don't have the decorum Flo has, to where she says, well, I don't know that particular thing. I had to go do some more research on it. We got people that just arguing their narrative and arguing their points to the point where it don't make no sense. And even in my situation, I'm not trying
Yeah.
to oversaturate nobody with information. It's just that you can believe what you want to believe after I get off. My whole point is to share what I do know, and then you can go look it up and see if Flo had a better argument, Big Man had a better argument, or
Hey,
research.
hey,
It's
hey,
just,
let me say this now. I'm just the host. This is y'all. This is between. This is a good topic to talk about. I'm just a host, so I'm just hosting. So y'all doing a good job up here too. And
okay.
so
So my career is in medical finance.
oh yeah, we was gonna talk about your career too. But go ahead.
My career is in medical finance, been in medical finance for a while, and I got 2 online businesses. Okay, bam. I'm saying that for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Every person should be accomplished at something, especially when they're trying to speak on topics. So SSI.
Oh.
SSI is part of your Medicaid. Every time you use Medicaid, you are pulling from the SSI budget.
Oh.
So if you people don't like welfare, then you should not have your grandma on SSI. But guess what?
Mm-hmm.
That's part of what you're using. So SSI is a form of a welfare program, but so is Social Security.
Ooh.
So is Medicare, which pulls from Social Security.
Uh-huh.
So you can't get away, and this goes to Flow Point. This makes Flow Point stronger. You can't get away from a welfare recipient type of scenario. And I try to point this out to white people that I intellectually compete with. You just can't pull away from it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're always participating. You know,
So is your mom or grandma on SSI?
if she's using Medicaid, she's on SSI.
Well, do
If
you
your
have any
child has
members that are?
disabilities, if your child has disabilities and they're getting coverage from the government through Medi-Cal, Medicaid, that's SSI. If you got somebody 65 years and older
Uh-huh.
on Medicare, they're pulling from the Social Security department.
Oh wow. Just a lot going on. It's a lot going on. One of my biggest fans asked me a question, and she said, "Big Man Flo, please stay connected with this brother. I would love to hear you three from time to time. This would be a great show for the woke of those that need to wake up." Child,
I just got a message from Flo. She said she's gonna beat me up at the show, so I'm scared to come back over here. I'm
girl.
gonna need protection.
Hey, you look, Floyd gonna beat you up. Flo is like my little sister.
See, I believe in progression, Black progression. But the last time I tried to have this conversation, it was on Bless Watkins uh panel where her chat said that I was being judgmental, and I was not being judgmental. I just
Mhm.
believe that Blacks should not be on welfare at all, and that's just my personal. I don't think we need welfare. We really don't. It's just it's become something for people to fall handicapped. And I understand that, like, the world and
Mhm.
whatever is going on today, we have loss of income, loss of job, unemployment, and now we have all these new programs. They're not called programs, but they're programs now for other individuals to become lazy and depend on, like, the PPP loans, and people are scamming and making fake businesses for
uh,
PPPs and creating false incomes to rig the system. So, like, I don't know.
Flo, Shelly said don't beat them up.
I won't beat him up. I won't. He's welcomed over here.
Yeah, he's
I
always
like
welcome over
I
here.
like his opinion. I like people that I could conversate with. I don't judge people's opinion. Like, you can say how you feel about black men, but I mean, I agree, like, it's no wrong or right. It's really perspective, like he said, and it's just what you experience, and some people really are not diverse when it comes to issues in the black community. So, they see it as black and white, never gray.
Hey, and I ain't gonna lie though, I ain't know he showed up because I wasn't set for another interview. Me and Flo wasn't, but you know,
Hold up, Sean. How you
hold on,
giving facts? What facts you out here giving?
hold on, Sean. I always give fast, not the what? Ooh, damn, Sean, you better, Sean.
So,
I got
Mr.
my sniper.
Research, you said you're in the profession of medical. Would you disclose what school you went to,
Oh yeah,
or
Oh, here's
whether
the
it was
funny
a
thing.
HBCU or a PWI?
Here's the funny
yeah.
thing. I did not finish school. So here's the
Why
thing.
you ain't finished school?
Well, here, let me explain. So
And somebody
I,
listen
I,
to Good
I,
Times because I
I
can
left
hear
high
it. Go
school.
ahead.
I left high school at 16. So I've been a 3.8 honor student ever since I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So what I learned is what people talk about now. There are loopholes in these professions. So the racist white man used to control a lot when I
Mm-hmm.
was a young kid trying to get a newspaper route.
Mhm.
And it's very funny what I'm going to say, and maybe that's a conversation we're going to have, but I found that racist white people would
Ooh.
give a young black boy a chance like me to get good work before
Oh.
black people would.
Oh. I like this time teacher.
And what's so weird is racist white people didn't have these terms like you're overqualified.
Mm-hmm.
They had terms like on the job training. They didn't have terms like what your resume said. They had, do you have a desire to work and learn?
Mm.
And it's very weird. People who don't like your skin color, but value you as a worker. So I became a teamster.
Mm-hmm.
And through a teamster, I learned that white people are really concerned about passing work to their family members.
Mm.
And black people are not so much concerned about that.
Why is
Black
that?
people, black people are tends to be in a I got mine, you need to get yours mentality.
Why is that though?
I have no idea. I'm just telling you my little anecdotal experience on this part.
Mm-hmm.
So when I started traveling state to state, I saw the same thing.
Mm.
I saw black people have this individualist, like they wouldn't even tell that. Like I was told that churches were supposed to be for people to tell people who hiring and how you can get on. And it happened at some black churches, but at the white churches, it was mega. It was mega. It was the white churches. They constantly, yeah, Billy can come over here and work in my shop, and are you going to intern with us this summer? And that's just how it was.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason I give you that setup is when it started going into the 80s, I saw a shift. I saw the black folks who was graduating college start being gatekeepers toward the other blacks.
Mm-hmm.
That's when this affirmative action stuff started kicking up. It was like, well, wait a minute. We need to have certain people in the building. Well, then how white people fought against that, They went and found anti-black people with black faces
Mm.
and made them the managers of certain departments, or made them the receptionists, or made them the human resources.
Mm.
Mm.
Then you start hearing comments like, "You're overqualified." Overqualified? I thought we was on OJT. What happened to that? Oh, it ain't
Mm.
that no more. Your resume needs to reflect. Like, wait, whoa. But simultaneously, big man,
Yeah.
the Pakistani ain't putting requirements on his countrymen. The
Mm-hmm.
Chinese person ain't putting requirements on their countrymen. The
Mm.
Russian and the Irish, they just letting their people walk in with OJT.
Oh wow.
So a conundrum started happening. And this is when you start seeing the increase in EEOC of black men winning law cases, because you got to
Uh-huh.
be able to afford the EEO to go to take companies to court. They start winning cases against people for discrimination at the application level.
Oh wow.
This is when they start really enforcing that whole data thing on your application, where it says, or what race and ethnicity are you? Because what a lot of people don't know is the census tracks each company and says, okay, you had this many black females apply, you had this many Africans apply,
Mm-hmm.
and you had this many Native Americans apply, and you had this many black men apply, and so on and so forth.
Mm.
So why is your department all Filipino?
That's a good question. Why is that?
Because what has happened is HR has become so powerful
Uh-huh.
that what they're doing now is they're trying to get money from the companies they work for by
Mm-hmm.
claiming that they're bringing the best and the brightest forward in these positions, but they're not. Because just because you got a college degree, and I'm getting back to your question, does not mean you're well vetted to do that position. So when I was going to college, I changed my major like twice, and then I started getting my first certification. Mind you, I got 5 certifications,
Uh-huh.
and I started realizing the certifications were more powerful than the darn degree.
Mm.
Mm.
And I started working, and people started tracking down my resume just off the internet and finding me. Hey, you
Mm-hmm.
might be in. And I went and got more certifications, and I paid $3,000 for another certification, and so on and so forth. And then people just
Wow.
start saying, oh wow, like you're, and that's where that came from. So it was like, now I'm currently going back to finish my degree just for the heck of it, but because I only got 1 year to finish. But
Uh-huh.
but no, I just never, it was just never a major factor to me. Plus, I didn't like the whole. I left high school at 16. I just GED'd out of high school because I didn't like the whole social atmosphere.
Yeah.
Blacks hurting each other, talking down to each other, fighting each other. It just was ridiculous to me.
Uh-huh.
And I only missed one answer on my SAT.
Wow.
So I just got up out of there.
Mm.
So ultimately, I went to junior high and then so on and so forth. So that's kind of how it was. And then college kind of threw me off because it was kind of similar to the same thing. People running around just having sex with each other,
Mm-hmm.
and mess, and some of that high school mentality was in some of the classes.
Mm.
So I
Are
just
you
got disillusioned with it.
aware of, like, are you familiar with Booker T. Washington?
Yep.
And
Ooh.
like, about his economic advancement and his vision on Black people furtherly experiencing discrimination had they not received any type of hands-on training, a skill set. And you had W.E.B. Du Bois, who actually went against Booker T. Washington because he said,
Yeah, very, very, very true. That did happen.
he said, hey, why do Black people have to be skilled to be respected? And so they went back and forth. But as we come to 2021, we start to see, hey, we need that skill. They want us on the fields, but we can build, we're past the fields. Okay.
Mm.
Here's the
And so
problem. Go ahead and finish your thought, Phil.
Oh no, go ahead.
Here's the problem. We're still talking groups versus get the bag single people.
Mm,
Get the bag single people, even if they have $40 million, are not protected from 40,000 McDonald workers,
mm.
Hmm.
40,000 Burger King workers. Doesn't matter if you're a single person with 40 million.
Pussy. He said
You
something
will
about Burger King making me hungry over here, but go ahead.
you will ultimately get taken down by the 40,000 group people sticking together.
Mm.
It's happened throughout history. The most famous time that it happened, there was a family that owned the Grand Canyon or part of the Grand Canyon.
Uh-huh.
And the group went against them, took everything from
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
them. So it doesn't really matter. So the problem with everything that you said is correct. The problem that we're facing now, Flo, is now I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you at home, Flo, just a little bit. More and more black women are being forced out of the office and into man jobs. Look
How about
around.
how's that?
Look around. Your black daughters are fighting your brothers and fighting your sons for construction worker jobs, army jobs,
Mm-hmm.
warehouse jobs, security jobs. You don't see the delicate black woman in the office the way you used to be in the 70s and 80s.
Oh
I
wow.
think even Sean in the chat room can speak to that. So
Oh wow.
why is that happening, Flo? That's happening because the people who were in power when everything was black, this goes back to my church analogy. They were not concerned by pulling her niece Flo into the position before she was retired.
Mm.
They was not concerned about pulling his nephew, Mr. Research, into that factory before he called to quit.
Oh wow.
It was a I got mine, you need to get yours. Meanwhile, the one Asian, the one Filipino, the
Uh-uh.
three Mexicans that they used to tease and talk about are
Hmm.
trying to pull their family in.
Mm,
So
mm,
what
mm,
happened over that 15, 20 years? Now, less black folks, more immigrants.
mm, 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 mm.
Now the immigrants got more power.
However,
Go ahead.
however, in my opinion, I feel like yes, they're taking on these office corporations, but I think it was for the greater good. The black people stepped away from these corporations, and I still believe that they should step away from these warehouses and get into entrepreneurship. You have two businesses, right?
Yeah.
I have two businesses as well. I come from a family of long line from Charleston, South Carolina, and land, and my family, they're
What are you
built
trying
on
to flirt with
farming.
me? Don't flirt with me, Flo. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm just teasing.
I said
I'm
uncut.
teasing.
And
I'm teasing.
listen,
I'm teasing.
My family is built on farming. Okay,
You
everything
got to
is
hear Flo, Big Mike. My family, we
girl,
come from a
girl.
righteous family.
Hey, I ain't
my
We
gonna
would
lie.
have
family is
great.
built
We
on
would have
farming.
great
Okay,
babies.
Hey, I ain't gonna
and
lie. I
that's
hear that
what we're
all the
supposed to
time.
do. Okay,
I
land,
let
evolve your land,
I
land,
hear
land.
that all the time with her. I really do.
Big man, me and you, we gonna be meeting at 3 o'clock. Okay.
Oh, don't worry. Sure, I bring the
I'm a
cheesecake.
righteous woman.
Don't worry.
No,
I
but in
bring
a
I
serious
bring the
way,
cheesecake.
my family has a long line of land in farming, and their number one concern was farming and passing on land and expanding land. Okay, and I think up until my mother, it stopped. So from my grandmother and then my mother, it stopped. She went into psychology. She wanted to be a psychologist.
Ooh,
Okay, and my grandmother, she's 70, and she's working for the state, so it kind of like switched off from everybody in my family being farmers across the nation to, oh well, when you graduate, make sure you get your state job so you can have your benefits. Okay, and you're really on your own if you want to go to school and do something more past getting a state job, which includes you being behind a desk. I
Here,
don't.
Mm,
here, here's the thing, though, Flo. Don't speak against it because it does give stability. Because the number one problem with the entrepreneur, and I'm quite sure you know, is you got to have something stable, whether it be family structure or whether it be a line of credit or previous experience as an intern at somebody else's
mm,
situation.
mm.
So you got to have something in that regards. I think the danger flow of demeaning these stability jobs is that our people are confused in what is hustle versus what is entrepreneur. And I always tell people if you're not hiring other black folks, you got to hustle.
Mm,
No matter how much money you're making, you got to hustle. Doing
mm.
payroll is a business.
So, do you think that black people should only be cornered into working stability and not taking risk? Your best Fortune 500 company owners took risks.
My
And
lady,
why
I
are
don't
black
believe I don't
people?
believe you need to sacrifice stability in an effort to get risk.
Good teaching. Good teaching.
I don't think you need to sacrifice. I think I, and I'm being a little obtuse, and I apologize, but
Hey, you don't have to
I'm
apologize. Shoot, it's uncut, uncensored. I don't
well,
care.
the reason I'm saying that flow is because I understand our people from the hood to the corporate,
Oh.
and our people hear the word entrepreneur, and then they go get a kiosk for the next 8 years. Our people they get a they get a great whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and they get a condo and they start spray painting Nikes candy color blue and candy color red, and they start winning for 7 years,
Mm,
making $250,000 a year. But in their mind, they're like it's a business. But then
mm,
that 8th year, the dude in Japan is doing it way better and at a higher level, and now everything he was making is gone, and now
mm-hmm.
he living back home. So that's the point I'm saying. I don't think we need to destroy the thought process of get a job or work for the government in order to get risk. Take your disposable money and risk it. Yes,
Mm.
teach that. You know what I'm saying? What are your thoughts, Flo?
So you want them to have disposable money, right? So you're saying there's disposable money should come from their stability. So,
No,
but
I'm saying our people have a problem. And their problem is they want to jump out of a window and expect to fly just
Mm.
because they saw Flo do it with a parachute and a set of wings on her shoulder.
oh, I agree with that. Now,
Yeah.
I agree. We have some people out here that get an idea in their head and they see other people do it, and they're kind of not in the same position financially as who they're watching. That's why I personally, yes, I come from a family of farmers, but I'm in school and I'm studying agricultural environmental systems because I want to go advance myself. But while I'm advancing myself, I would like to work for the government.
Don't
As,
work for the girl.
Yeah,
Don't work for the
yeah, that's
government
good.
now.
Good lady, good
That be,
woman.
yeah.
well, no,
Work for. Go
no,
ahead,
just
make that
saying, like,
government money.
I have something set up. I can't really say what I gotta say because we got the crazies on.
Just tell me after the show.
But yeah, I've set myself up so when I graduate this year, I graduate in May on the 9th. When I graduate, I'll go right into federal, and
Oh.
hopefully take that stability and expand
Mm-hmm.
my farm. And I do want to hire
Well,
black people.
well, well. You better hire me because I'm good at computers. So I'm just let you know that right now. Just let you know right now because
Well, what kind of computers? What do you do?
I told you I can't tell you my secrets. We got some
Oh my
knuckleheads
god.
on here.
Big
How about
man,
graphics?
tell us
How
what
about
you
graphics? You do
do.
graphics, Dreamweaver, PSD, any of that?
Girl, I am. I mean, guy, I am the black big men of YouTube.
Okay.
But no, on some serious stuff, I'm going in the fall. I will be returning back to school for cybersecurity and
Oh,
stuff
okay.
with
What's up?
the just I just wanted I love
That's a
security
great
stuff.
new field. That's a great new
Yeah,
field.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
I'm
outstanding.
gonna get these cybersecurity punks out of here. So that's
Oh
my
yeah,
job.
there's nothing wrong with working for the state. However, my family has put it into your head that fresh out of high school, they want you to go take the test.
Oh,
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I
I
mean,
don't know if that's
But
true.
me personally, I feel like straight out of high school, you should go to school and
Mm-hmm.
get your education.
Yeah.
let me ask Big Man. Can I play this video for you and get you and Flo's interpretation of it?
Ask my Flo, my producer. You can ask her.
Go
Why?
ahead, go ahead. As long as they don't flag.
Hold on.
No,
It's got copyright music.
no. And I'll get around the flag by pausing it because
Okay.
everything is on 8 seconds, so I'll get
Uh,
around that.
hold on for 1 second, because I do have a disclaimer. So,
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I put my disclaimer up. So, and yeah, but go ahead. I got
All
to put
right,
the disclaimer up.
let's get that over.
And I will bring it to the fore right here. The screen. Yeah.
Unbelievable stories here in Detroit. This is one of them. Imagine being told to pay child support for a kid that is not yours or go to jail.
Huh?
So this is the setup, and only when you got your money can you really fight these things. Other people just bow to the system and go ahead and pay.
That was the order the state handed down to a Detroit man.
So today, he turned himself in, but here's what happened when 7 Action News reporter Kim Russell went with him to court.
Carnell Alexander walked into the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice knowing in moments he could lose his freedom.
I stayed up all night, couldn't sleep, thinking about it.
Carnell is a wanted man because he refuses to do what the state orders and pay child support for a child that DNA tests prove isn't his.
Let's discuss.
Discuss that, please.
It was sounding a little choppy.
Oh, really?
Did
Okay, I'll just recap. He's going to go to jail for for refusing to pay child support for DNA says it's not his.
I'm going. I have a friend that's going through that right now.
So we're actually putting a person in jail because someone was able to manipulate the system. Now, at the end of this video, you're going to hear from the lady who manipulated the system, and the judge is not going to put her in jail. Let's set this up
So
again.
she knowingly knew that the kid wasn't his.
It don't matter. She's a woman. She's protected by the
No.
court. She's allowed to lie. Big man can go to jail right now.
What makes it a lie, though?
Mr. Reed,
But wait, what makes it a lie? Because we have to
because at the
distinguish
end
what
of
is
this
a lie
video,
and
she's
what is
because
unknown.
at the end of this video flow, she's going to tell you that it was a lie.
Well, then
Dun
that's
dun
different.
dun dun. Look, Scooby, a clue.
That's different though. But that's not
Hold on for a minute.
I didn't know situation.
But hold
because
on.
the woman.
Okay, so I don't understand what the problem is. She's saying that she lied. The DA refuses to put her in jail, but they want to put this man in jail for not paying for the lie. So what are you confused about?
I mean, but then she should know that the money is not going to her; it's going to the government. So, how far
What do
is
you
she
mean?
gonna take that lie?
Well, it's not up to her anymore. This is the system attacking him. This ain't her. She's trying to help defend the man that she wrongfully cited. So I'm confused, Flo.
I mean, she should go to jail, but I'm saying like an average woman who really doesn't know.
I know, but Flo, I think you're missing the point, Flo. This is the system. Help me out, big man. This is the system continuing to go after him, even though the system knows it's a lie. That's what I think you're not listening to, Flo.
Well, if
Well, I couldn't hear nothing because it was choppy, so I don't know that part. I'm just going off what you're saying.
A child he doesn't.
So today, he turned himself in, but here's what happened when 7 Action News reporter Kim Russell went with him to court.
Carnell Alexander walked into the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice knowing in moments he could lose his freedom.
I stayed up all night, couldn't sleep, thinking about it.
Carnell is a wanted man because he refuses to do what the state orders and pay child support for a child that DNA tests prove isn't his, a child he doesn't even know.
I couldn't sleep, thinking about it.
Carnell is a wanted man because he refuses to do what the state orders and pay child support for a child that DNA tests prove isn't his, a child he doesn't even know.
I haven't even had a chance to really speak to him, except for one time when we took the DNA test.
Nonetheless, right now, under the law, he's a deadbeat dad. Today, he turned himself in to the judge as ordered.
Scared because I've been before this judge before.
But this time, he had attorney Cherika Harris, who volunteered to help after seeing his story on 7 Action News. The judge said he will not go to jail for today.
Thank you. Thank Ms. Harris. And hope that we can resolve this soon.
He will not go to jail for today.
Thank you.
Now he has to pay $50,000 for a court for DNA.
Now, depending on the state, I might tell you, because in the state of North Carolina, that would not have happened. See, when we go after people and we go after topics, we need to be widely aware that in certain states, if he's in a situation like that, he should have terminated his rights as a father. You always terminate your rights as a father. If you feel as though you do not want to pay child support, you do not want to support this child in any way, whether it's $5, $2, 50 cents, then you should terminate your rights in the state where it's applicable. Now, in the state where it's not and they have no choice, but I don't agree with that. But in a state where you can terminate your rights, you should do it.
Thank you. Thank Ms. Harris. And hope that we can.
So I'm going to need to know what state he's in, because had he been in that situation and he did not terminate his rights.
Detroit.
Oh, he's in Detroit. I'll have to look up Detroit because I'm familiar with a couple of states, but in about a good handful of states, you can terminate your rights as a parent, and that's how you avoid being in a situation like that. Let me see.
Let me finish playing this.
Go ahead, finish.
I'm just trying to help him with his future.
Though the threat of jail is on hold, it is not over. Carnell Alexander still owes more than $30,000 to the state for a child that's not.
Now it's at 50.
Not his, because the mom wrote his name down because she needed to name someone in order to get welfare benefits.
And I had to put him down as the father. That was the only way I can get the sister.
Now to get welfare benefits.
And I had to put him down as the father. That was the only way I can get the sister. And I had to put him down as the father. That was the only way I can get the sister.
Now.
I'm almost homeless. I'm almost in jail. I'm out of work. My money is being threatened to be taken.
Carnell isn't just worried about how this is impacting him. He says the law needs to be changed. So when this happens, as it often does, other men don't become dad by default.
Let's discuss.
First thing first, I gotta say she should be in jail right now for for false flagging his name.
You cannot put a woman in jail for lying to the court.
Actually, well, I ain't say lie to the court. I just said false flagging the dude's name on paperwork, and she knows that he ain't the father of the of her baby and stuff like that. That's against the law. First thing first. Second thing I want to say is that there's a lot of shit going on in the streets. I'm sorry. Flo, you got something to say about this?
Well, I just looked up in Michigan, there are 2 ways that parental rights can be terminated: voluntary or involuntary. Under Michigan law, a parent who wants to terminate his or her parental rights may do so by providing written consent, followed by let's see.
So, do you
Well,
think he should give up?
I think he should have started there and terminate his parental rights.
That's what I was going to ask you. Do you think he should give up his parental rights, or do you
If
think it
that
should?
was an option, wouldn't the lawyer be able to advise him on that?
Did he have a public defender?
No, she was a lawyer who volunteered.
A
Oh,
career that volunteered. Listen, just because they're a lawyer don't mean they're well versed. Okay.
That is true. That is true.
There's some people, listen, I've stood pro bono before just to eliminate my own tickets that a lawyer couldn't even do. Gave me an ACD when I got myself out the second time. Okay. And I just told my cousin, I said, listen, you're going to get you a law book and you're going to read your rights. You're going to read the state of those rights and you're going to find the loopholes. Okay. Mm-hmm. And when you stand before that judge, you better scream out those section codes. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, we got to do a part 2 about this child. Because I'm shocked. Like, he ain't your father.
I always tell, like, even my guy friends, I always tell them, if you feel in any way, because listen, women right now, they need to be aware. Here's why they need to be aware. These men, they're not playing with you women. They're killing you. Okay, they're killing their baby mamas and the kid too. All right.
White men too.
Yeah, white men are doing it too. But everybody, listen, all men, they're getting tired. They're getting tired. You women are pawning children off on these men. These men don't want anything to do with your kid, even if it is their kid. And the man shows no interest. Don't badger him. Don't beat him down because you're better alive than dead.
Oh, wow. Oh, child. I love this conversation up in here. For real.
And I really wish somebody could have told this guy that he could have terminated his parental rights. It would have been better to do that. Mm-hmm. Just accept the responsibility and terminate it.
Anything else I want to say before we end this for the night?
Trying to get him a meal.
Child,
you getting hungry, big man?
Child, girl. Shit, we been on here for 3 hours now. Shit.
Rehab, Lord. We will have to come back here. Yes, I always tell people, if you can, get you a law book and don't rely on these lawyers, because even when you have a lawyer, they're for self too. Okay, they want their coin.
Mm-hmm.
They want and they want it now, and it's not as much money as you give them. They want the money rolling in, and it depends on how much that they really will fight for your rights.
Sir, you want anything else you want to say before we end this show?
No, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it, man. This good.
You're more welcome to come back for part 2.
Oh, he put his profile picture out there.
Whoa, wait. Why are you looking, Flo? We hold it. We trying to say, me and Mike trying to say goodbye. What you looking for?
We'll come back for part 2. You know, part 2.
Shoot your shot, Flo. Don't be mad. You on the basketball court, Flo. Shoot.
Oh, Lord Jesus. You talking about?
Anyway, yeah. I come back when I can. Much love to you guys, man. I'll chop it up with y'all later.
Thanks for coming and joining us.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. That was a surprise.
Guys. These men go to jail and they in the library trying to defeat that case. I told my cousin, better get your behind in the library.
I need to go ahead and change my title to Big Man TV, the Black TMZ of YouTube.
I'm dead.
Talk show, aka Miss Shelley. Thank you so much for giving me that name. I want to say special thanks to everybody for coming in tonight. Child, this was a lick show. Chucky, no hard feelings, my bro. I DM'd you and stuff. You told me what happened. But I really do want you to pop in, when you get your lights back on, something like that. Hey, big man, drop his link, girl. I don't know his link. True. Ask Hutchinson. She knows
His
the stuff.
channel was Mr. Research.
Oh, MrResearch.com or something like that. I really don't care. But
Wait,
anyway,
hold on. I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna go search it, Mr. Research.
hmm go ahead, search it. And ask Hutchinson. I think you did subscribe to the channel. But I want to say some shout outs right quick. Shout out to my baby sister right here, Flo Becca, aka Big Lady TV right here. My CEO, my producer. Also, I want to say shout out to my beautiful gorgeous queen Heidi. Also April Walker. I miss you, boo. And stuff. And also, who else I'm gonna say shout out to? Who should I say shout? Y'all want some shout outs right quick before I leave y'all? Y'all want some shout outs? Yes, I said it. Y'all want some shout outs, y'all? I want to say shout out to Shelly, the one and only S. Hutchinson coming in the building, checking out the show tonight. Also, I want to say shout out to the artist, Chucky. He did Big Man TV and stuff like that. So y'all shout him out. Shout out to my moderators, Juice Revolve, Miss Kept Secret, Flo Runs the Boys, and also who else I'm gonna make my I don't know. Anyway, oh thank you. Thank you, girl. I am the black TMZ, like you said, girl. Yeah, but yeah, if y'all want to find out his YouTube name, this is his YouTube name. My co-host put it out there in the chat. So if y'all want to find him out, I might have it on again. Shoot, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool, y'all. But anywho, okay. Now I understand Flo. Thank you, Queen. Ooh, yeah. Flo is the queen, y'all. She is the queen. Yeah. I might copy this and put it in my link down below. So y'all will click on his little link down below if y'all want to subscribe to him. Like I said, I don't do promotions, but I'm gonna make it a jamage. But like I said, yo, that's crazy. The black TLZ of YouTube. You better tell them, big man. Girl, that could be a T-shirt. That could be a T-shirt. Girl, Flo, we're gonna put that as a T-shirt. Ciao. Thank you, Hush. Y'all get good commentary. Yeah, we do. We get good commentary, girl. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Well, also, y'all, to let y'all know, I'm still is a no limit soldier. I'm still battling with Demetria, but I'm just taking it a step back from her. So make sure y'all please have him back. Hey, he'll come back if you want to. I don't shit. The door's open. This is a clubhouse. It's open. Shit, he can come on if he want to. Him and Flo was going back and forth, and good old commentary. I love it. He could come when he want to and stuff. I like people like that. Girl, it's Hudson. Girl, I'm gonna put you in my TMZ news article. Girl, don't make me do it. Don't make me do it now. But y'all, like I said, thank y'all so much for being here this evening. We have been on here for 2 hours, and Flo got to go to bed because she ate my damn tacos again, and she went to the cheesecakes, and she ain't saved me none. So I'm gonna come down at 3:00 in the morning and kick her butt. But anyway, y'all, I'm out of here. I'm gonna bless y'all with my intro and stuff. I'm finna take my nap, girl. Flo, you can, girl. Go take your nap, girl. Matter of fact, go take a nap and stuff. I love the show tonight. Thank you so much. And also shout out if y'all want to be a member, all y'all gotta do is hit the join button on my YouTube channel, Big Man TV. If y'all want to be a member of the No Limit Crew, I take more members so I can have a members only chat next time. And also, you guys, if y'all want to super chat me, if you can, if y'all want to cash at me, is at $ Big Man TV 36. If y'all want to cash at me, I do take cash app on my show to support and stuff like that. And also, I am looking for a plane ticket to go down to Dallas, Texas, so I can go beat up Flow Nation, beat up, not beat up. I'm just playing. Just go down there because I can't wait till she dropped my little nephew and stuff. And I did see a community wall, and I like the that name Rio to let you know I do like that name Rio. And so yeah, but yeah, y'all, we did it. 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 It's a lot going. Look, it's a lot going on in the streets. It is a lot going on, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, that's so sweet, girl. I know I love Rito because Rito's like a perfect name for the baby. You know, she put out 3 names, and I ain't like the other two, so I was like, forget it. I'll go with Rio, to be honest. But yeah, y'all, I really do appreciate it a lot to have Flo in my corner, and so because Flo is always there for me, and I'm always there for her, and she just I think she's special to me as a sister. So you know, and she always calms me down when I get really upset. Oh, y'all make me want to cry. I hate when I cry. I hate do it. I hate do it. But y'all, I love y'all so much, and I will see y'all again on another edition of Talk Show to open up when we have good commentary. And also, I am the Black TMZ of YouTube. Goodbye, y'all.